बाकी है बस चंद लम्हे क्योंकि शुरू होने वाला है इनॉग्रल हीरो हॉकी इंडिया लीग का फाइनल मुकाबला। और ये नजारे आप देख रहे हैं रांची के एस्ट्रोटर्फ हॉकी स्टेडियम से, जहां दर्शकों का उत्साह देखते ही बनता है। दोनों ही टीमें मैदान में आने को एकदम तैयार और अपने अपने खिलाड़ी को सपोर्ट करने के लिए दर्शक एकदम तैयार। एक बेहतरीन लीग का फाइनल मुकाबला आपसे कुछ ही देर में शुरू होने वाला है और जैसा हमने बताया दोनों ही टीमें एकदम तैयार है मैदान पर उतरने के लिए और मेरे एक्सपर्ट्स भी यहाँ एकदम तैयार हैं अपनी आखिरी प्रेडिक्शंस के साथ। एक बार फिर दीपक,
देखिए रांची की है नस नस में हॉकी तो दिल्ली के हत्था विच है हॉकी।
संदीप, काउंटर दैट।
I will go with the home team today. I think they are going to upset the Waveriders.
और ये तस्वीरें जो हम आपको दिखा रहे हैं दोनों ही टीमें मैदान पर आती हुई और दोनों ही टीमों को सपोर्ट देने के लिए लोग मौजूद, लेकिन जाहिर तौर पर हर तरफ रांची राइनोस का सलाम देखने को मिल रहा है। लेकिन एक बेहतरीन मुकाबला देखने को मिलेगा, इसमें कोई शक नहीं, क्योंकि ये दोनों टीमें रही हैं पूरी हॉकी लीग की बेहतरीन दो टीमें। और अगर तीसरे और चौथे मैच के रोमांच की बात की जाए तो शायद ये मुकाबला उसको भी बीट कर जाए, ये हमारी भी उम्मीद है। सरदार बनाम मॉरिट्स बेहतरीन कप्तान संदीप, क्या चलता है इस वक्त खिलाड़ियों के दिमाग से? शेक हैंड्स हो रहे हैं बढ़िया से?
Yeah, it's a last little gesture. We'll also see the players meeting each other, while we also see Mr. Arun Jaitley being introduced to the two teams, and you will see after this both the teams wish each other with a little smile on the face, but honestly deep down they say get on the pitch and then we'll see who's going to be smiling at the end of it.
और इंतजार नहीं कर सकते आप लोग इस टाइम पर कि बस शुरू हो।
इस टाइम पे जब कोई शेकन करने आता है तो मन में ये होता है यार तुम जल्दी से बाहर जाओ, हमें खेलने दो। तो ये क्षण जो है ना ये बहुत मुश्किल होता है निकालने प्लेयर के लिए।
It's a wonderful feeling, you know, especially when you know each other so well, when you play probably on the same national team. It's a wonderful feeling to go through this.
तो खिलाड़ियों को बेसब्री से इंतजार है कि तुरंत हॉकी स्टिक हाथ में आए और वो उतरे मैदान पर, और नीचे गुरप्रीत और जुगराज को भी बेसब्री से इंतजार है कि हम पहुंचे उन तक। गुरप्रीत,
थैंक यू। वरना मेरे साथ जुगराज अभी भी बने हुए हैं। जुगराज, मैं बड़ी असमंजस में हूँ, लड़की तो मैं दिल्ली की हूँ पर मुझे राइनो सल्यूट बहुत पसंद है, तो मैं किसको सपोर्ट करूँ मुझे समझ नहीं आ रहा। आप किसको सपोर्ट कर रहे हो आज?
गुरप्रीत, जिस तरह से दोनों टीमें जो बेहतरीन खिलाड़ियों से लैस टीमें हैं आज दोनों, तो भाई आज का तो हॉकी के लिए सलाम होगा, क्योंकि जो भी टीम अच्छी हॉकी खेलेगी वही टीम जीतेगी, क्योंकि दोनों को एज इक्वल चांसेस यहाँ पे मिलेगा। तो देखना आज ये होगा कि रांची के राइनोस जो है वो दिल्ली की वेव्स को रोक पाते हैं कि नहीं।
मुझे लग रहा है वो रोक ना पाए, ये क्राउड जरूर रोक लेगा आज।
और ये क्राउड तो माशाल्लाह इतना बेहतरीन क्राउड मैंने जिंदगी में नहीं देखा।
आपको लगता है सपोर्ट मिल जाती है टीम को से बहुत ज्यादा when the crowd is going crazy?
बिल्कुल जिस तरह का आज क्राउड यहाँ पे, आई एम श्योर रांची राइनोस को बहुत बड़ी होम ग्राउंड की सपोर्ट है, आज होम ग्राउंड है उनकी, तो रांची के लिए ये एक प्लस पॉइंट जरूर रहेगा।
Fabulous. Let's just start with the game. I cannot wait to watch it. Back to the commentators from here.
Good evening wherever you're watching around the world. It's the Hockey India 2013 Hero Hockey India League. Welcome along, all smiles there in the Ranchi Rhinos camp as we prepare for this final showdown of this event. We can have a look at team lineups. If you are new to the tournament, where have you been? You've missed 33 games. The final, the 34th game, is the Delhi Waveriders versus the home side, the Ranchi Rhinos. There is a look at their starting lineup, but an equally strong bench there for the squad, coached by Greg Clark, the South African coach. And their opponents this evening are the Delhi Waveriders, who have not lost to the Ranchi Rhinos in the tournament so far. The two sides have met on 3 occasions, and the Delhi Waveriders winning 2 of those bouts and drawing the other. That matters for absolutely nothing right here in Ranchi though, because it's everything to play for as Moritz Verster leads his side out. It'll be Ashley Jackson to get things going. An early ball over the top, looking for Verster. Taken down comfortably by Rupinder Pal Singh. And an electrifying start to this game. Thank you for joining us wherever we are watching around the world. Not a seat in the house, even the commentary box here absolutely rammed for this final between the Ranchi Rhinos and the Delhi Waveriders. We can hardly hear ourselves talk. Alongside me in the commentary box is Solomon Kasuji, the Singapore national coach, and AB Sabaya, the Indian goalkeeper. for 11 years and has 285 caps. Japs, welcome on board for this thrilling final.
Thanks, Michael. What a cracking encounter. Amazing crowd that's here. I think we're in set for a great game tonight.
Looking forward to it, and the atmosphere here is absolutely pumping for this one. We've already seen the third and fourth place decided earlier today. It went right to the wire. It finished 3-3 after full time and had to go to extra time. A golden goal winner from VR Raganaut sealing the win for the UP Wizards, who take home the bronze medal in this year's 2013 Hero Hockey India League. Thoughts ahead of this game, gents? It should be another cracker.
Yeah, the worry for me is the fact that I thought the Ranchi Rhinos game last night was a lot more intense than the Delhi Waveriders game. So can the Ranchi Rhinos boys, or do they have enough gas in the tank? But the other worry for me is if you're looking at the selections, the starting lineup, they've used 5 of their designated midfield players in the starting lineup, which only gives them 2, whereas the Delhi guys are a bit better balanced on that side of things. I think their bench will roll a lot better.
Well, that's right. Each side has 9 players on the bench. It's the Delhi Waveriders with the first circle penetration around the back here and across the face of goal, cut off, and it'll run away. Doesn't quite make it for a long corner. Kavanagh at the back with the aerial ball to relieve a bit of pressure, was looking for Jackson, but threw it right down Sardar Singh's throat. Space over here on the left hand side. The Waveriders looking to go through Danish Mushtaba. A stick stop there, a stick obstruction, a stick block. So the ball blown in favour of the Ranchi Rhinos. There is a look at that bench. Like I said, not a spare seat in the Hags, AB.
Yes, we are here for one more cracker of a match, Michael. And if you see that Delhi wanted to take advantage by scoring the first goal so that crowd can be kept less of noise.
Good skills from Barindra Lakra to just try and find the foot there, but doesn't make it. And Delhi Waveriders will come forward again. Round the back this time from Simon Child. Child, the New Zealand international, can't get away past through the defence. There's Jackson now. First touch of the game for him. Good strength and pace, and the only man ahead of him is the man of the moment, Mandeep Singh. Lurking up there as Mins now has it in the midfield. There is Mandeep. Does he get to it? Yes, he does. Keeps it in play just. And wins the free hit. This is the man that everyone's talking about at the moment. The future of Indian hockey, 10 goals in the tournament so far, looking to take the quick free hit. He's got Jackson there to work with. Can they find a way into the D? Still inside the 25, coming out all the way around the back. A little bit of extra pressure there from Akashdeep Singh. Means Kavanagh has it here, now Kotajit. Good pressure again from Child. Kavanagh opts to go himself. Good pacey start to this game, guys.
Yes, this going to be a cracker of the contest, because you can see both are going for an all-out attack here now, because Delhi wanted to score first and take the advantage, that so that you want to they can have an advantage, because they always got the first goal in this tournament.
Lawrence Förster coming forward as we see the result. The last time the teams met in match 11, that was the first time they met in the tournament, and it was the Delhi Waveriders that won by 5 goals to 4. After that they met again in match 20, which was a draw. That one finished 2-2 right here. And Kavanagh to Prabdeep. And as we said, they met 3 times in the tournament. Once more again in match 22, which was won again by the Delhi Waveriders, 5 goals to 2. So if you count up all those goals, 12 goals in total for the Delhi Waveriders against the Ranchi Rhinos, who scored 8. That'd be a big scoreline, wouldn't it, chaps? 12-8 if we finished like that tonight.
It certainly would, but those scorelines don't tell the whole story. That second game, which was Ranchi Rhinos all the way, they just couldn't put it in the back of the net. So both these teams, I think, are actually quite evenly matched. There's not much between them.
And obviously the Ranchi Rhinos with that home advantage as well.
Very much so. So let's see if they can sustain the workload all the way through.
Well, hopefully you can hear us over the roar of the crowd as the Rhinos now try and battle their way through. Head down, horn right into him there from Manpreet Singh. And into the D. It's brought away by Andres Mir Bell. Tall defender opting to go all himself there down that left flank. Oh, lovely ball through to Child. We're going to have a one-on-one here with the keeper. Child looking to turn the defender. It's Kavanagh, passed into the side netting. Took a deflection on the way. The umpire signalling for a long corner. and Cortez was well positioned to block that near post.
I think that was brilliant defending by Fergus Kavanagh. He stayed in that contest all the way through, didn't slide either left or right of Simon Child there, so he was always in it.
50-50 as far as possession goes. AB, good positioning from Cortez on that last attack.
Yeah, that's right. But there's again here the two top goalkeepers are playing here, and it has to be a better tries, not only than the narrow angle. I don't think they'll concede any goal like that from that angle.
Here is a look at Child, reverse stick here, comes in into the side netting, and straight back up the other end now. It was a little mistrap from Austin Smith, so it trickles off for a sideline ball, which Tim Jenniskens will take. Jenniskens, the Dutch international, 1 goal in the tournament so far for him. 38 caps for his country, 3 goals, plays his club hockey at HC Bloemendaal. There's the man, Sardar Singh, potential player of the tournament, particularly if his side go on and win this evening. Many people backing Delhi from the outset to win this tournament. They've only lost 1 game, and they lost to UP Wizards in their final group match. Smith picks that ball up, peels out, but the foul has been blown against him. Just wants to find out what it was for.
Good thing about Delhi, Michael, if you see, whenever they required, they got a goal, and let it be that throw penalty corner or a field goal. Every place they have done well, and right time, right. So they didn't feel pressure in the whole league till now.
Well, they're certainly going to be feeling the pressure tonight, but it doesn't seem to be rubbing off on them. At least 3 or 4 circle penetrations now, and we've hardly got going here. We are at capacity crowd at the AstroTurf Hockey Stadium in Ranchi. There's even thousands of people littered outside. The surrounding buildings, the rooftops are packed to watch this one, and there's no doubt who they're cheering on. Moritz first and now for the Ranchi Rhinos. Goes himself, but Rapinderpal Singh comes away with it. Free hit eventually blown against Förster. The German international, 2-time Olympian and 2-time gold medalist. One of the most successful players on the international scene as Stanley Mins comes off for a break. All those guys will get their shot at it tonight, but who will be crowned champions of 2013? Will it be the Delhi Waveriders or the Ranchi Rhinos?
For me, I think I'm going to root for the Ranchi Rhinos here, because everybody else is going for the Delhi Waveriders in this box, so I'll support the home team.
Does that include you as well, AB? You going for Delhi or Ranchi?
Yeah, I feel it'll be the Delhi team, which is quite strong, and if you see how the performance in this whole league, they were very comfortable and they were doing so well, and they have a great goalkeeper who's done so well in this tournament. I go for a Delhi.
Well, Delhi Waveriders goalkeeper is Nicholas Jacobi, the German international, 3 times man of the match, and has gold medals to his name in the EHL in 2011 and 2012. Not called into action as yet, but he might be now as Ranchi Rhinos come forward. Here's Mandeep Singh, 10 goals in the tournament, taken off for a long corner by Rapinderpal.
I think that was Amit Rayadas down the right-hand side, and that'll give him a lot of confidence. I know last night there was a bit of worry about him being put under pressure in a press and whether he'd be able to handle that pressure. So good for him to get a good positive start straight off the bench now.
Wilson, who scored 2 last night, is into the Deersgate. He's looking for a foot. They're being pushed right out now to that right-hand flank. Not much they can do from over there. That was Rohidas.
Michael, I feel in this kind of crunch match, it will decide on the penalty corners today. Rupinder or Axel Jackson from the Ranchi Rhinos, I think they will be very crucial. And how many penalty corners they earn, it's very crucial.
And we saw how important penalty corners were in the previous game when UP Wizards converted 4 through their skipper VR Raganaut to win that 3rd, 4th place game by 4 goals to 3, scoring in the final play of the game. We'd gone to extra time at 3-3, and Raganaut taking home a bronze medal. 4 goals on the day for him, a great result.
Yeah, it's a very great result, and the match went to the last seconds of the extra time, and he's scoring there, and it is a great finish.
Austin Smith with acres of room in front of him, floated in for Wilson. There was a lot of space there, but he couldn't find his man, who was lurking in the deep.
Austin Smith over there for mine had to lay the ball straight down the line to young Prabdeep Singh, who's made a good lead into space, except he's trying to go back on the inside.
And the baseline intercepted by Kavanagh, the Australian international. Förster plays his international hockey in Germany. Here's Austin Smith, the South African. Chance for Mandy! Did he get a touch? No, he didn't. The umpire is signalling for a 16. So close to popping up once again behind the defence and opening up the scoring. Let's have another look at it.
Yeah, it's a great run by Mandeep. He's just snuck in behind the defender. I think that's Andrew Hayward that he's gotten away from there. But again, this has been his strength all the way through the tournament. He arrives late to the right spot all the time.
Not a good party guest, but a great asset to the Delhi Waveriders. Well, not really, because he's making a havoc of himself in the defence there as he tries to open the scoring here. Here come the Delhi Waveriders then in purple and green. Interception at the back there, and acres of space in the midfield now. Once again, here's Wilson. Good tackle. Great tackle from Rapinderpal Singh.
It was a fantastic tackle there. Nick Wilson's been devastating from these positions, especially in the last 2 or 3 games. Rapinderpal has picked his pocket as he's trying to get the ball up in the air.
Wonderful to see so many international players. There's Oscar Dieker, one of them against his German teammate Moritz Förster. No love lost there between the two of them. Argy-bargy down that near touchline. Even a little trip in there for Förster. Have some of that, he says.
Yeah, there'll be nothing left in the bathroom sheds tonight. In the bathroom tonight, these boys will be going hammer and tongue at each other.
Absolutely what we want to see. We've seen a fantastic game before this. Sardar Singh with the ball in, deflected away. Finds Mandeep, hasn't got anything in front of him, so he's going to have to hold on to this. There's a look at AJ Bansal, the Delhi Waveriders coach. Mandeep's going all the way. He scored from here last night. Taken off for a sideline ball this time.
Shown a great turn of pace there, Mandeep. It's something that we haven't really seen from him so far.
Didn't have too much support though. That's probably one of the main reasons the attack broke down.
Yeah, they were making a substitution at the time in the midfield on that side. But Sandeep, the top goal scorer, Mandeep, second on 10 goals. I'm sure he'll get amongst it tonight. Probably get up to that top goal scoring position in the competition.
Would be amazing. Would be worth a little bit of extra cash as well at the end of it. Remember, the winner's taking home 2.5 crores, which is about 470,000 US dollars. So that's what's up for grabs. It's a ripe amount of money ready for the picking.
Yeah, those will buy him a few Coca-Colas.
What could you buy with that, AB?
Yeah, you can buy anything in India. But off of the, so it's money, huge money is the very difference.
Sardar Singh with the ball forward. Great defence work, great cover tackle from the number 9, Justin Reid-Rose. There is the man we're looking out for, Mandeep Singh. What a tournament he's had, a life-changing experience, and what it's all about here at the Hero Hockey India League.
Yeah, he's had a cracking tournament, and what a fantastic experience for him. But best of all is the fact that he's sitting on that bench with a smile 6 inches wide on his face, and that's the best thing to see.
Slap head into midfield. Wilson on the turn. It's 4-on-2. Numbers not in his favour. He hasn't got anyone supporting him. They're not throwing numbers forward here, Ranchi. That's because Wilson fancies it himself, but runs onto the flat stick in the end of Dinesh Mushtaba.
Michael Rupinder having a very great game here. If you see that he scored 7 goals. I think today he has to come into the act in the later part of the game, and if Delhi wants to win today.
Yeah, well, Rapinderpal Singh wears number 3 for Delhi Waveriders. They're playing in purple and green, attacking the goal to our right-hand side. This is the Ranchi Rhinos, the other finalists. Dangerous ball across the head of the tee, and that really was playing with fire.
I think Reid-Ross had his heart in his mouth there.
Lovely overlapping run again there to the baseline. Quick restart. Three minutes left then remaining in the first quarter. Still Ranchi 0, Delhi Waveriders 0. The circle next to each side is the appeal that they have if they want to use the video referral, the system which they can use anytime inside the 23 metres. So they can question any decision of the umpire. Some controversy at the end of the last game. We won't go into that too much. We'll focus on this final between Ranchi and Delhi. Clearly the best two sides in the tournament in most people's opinion. Just one extra touch too many there for Manpreet Singh. And here comes Sardar Singh. Again, no support, and the support play hasn't been great this evening.
Yeah, I think this game's been played at such a frenetic pace that it's really difficult for those support lines to get up, because both sides, once they throw the ball forward, are just going forward. They're playing very direct.
Well, there we go. We can look at the first runner-up. They still get a fair bit of cash. 1.25 crores for them. Thank you very much. That's about 235,000 US dollars, and that's guaranteed for one of these sides here as Yenniskins comes forward now. He'd like to double that, and he could do that by getting a goal. Cottagit with the interception. Förster with Jackson off his shoulder. They've got numbers this time, Ranchi. Jackson with the ball forward. Took a little deflection. It'll be a long corner. Well, it was a great initial interception from Cottagit there with the headband.
Great play by Cottagit. He's really intercepted that ball, read it really well, but then come forward as well and offered support. He was the man that's given it and gone and got it again.
Ooh, almost taking a deflection there off Sardar Singh's stick. He let it go in the end, and no harm done.
Yeah, Ranchi, if you see that they're not attacking in full strength and their forwards 3-4 are attacking, the rest of them are very cautious in the defense, and I think the second or third quarter they'll try to open up much more in this game.
Oscar Dika there just whistling to himself, seems quite relaxed this evening, closest to us on the bench with 1 minute to play in the first quarter. Just the sort of final we were expecting, end-to-end stuff. Mir Bell almost losing out there to Vikash Chowdhury. There's Chowdhury who's having to do some legwork back now because Mir Bell's got a good turn of pace on him. He's also got quite a flick on him. 3 goals in the tournament so far for the Spaniard as he makes it into the 25, but not past Lacra. It's a long way, isn't it? 75 yards, and it leaves the defence open. It was Lacra again who continued his run. Simon Child now just slowing it down. The overlapping run comes in the end. Gabar Singh. Wins the free hit.
Stick first, then ball.
This is Arun Jaitley, is the opposition leader from the BJP, and he's one of the member from the HIL committee.
He'll also be taking part in the post-match presentation, having his moment on the screen as the hooter sounds for the end of the first quarter. No goals in it, but a frantic start to this final, and just the final we wanted to see. We'd like to see some goals, and hopefully we'll have them in the remaining 3 quarters. At the end of the first quarter, it's Ranchi Rhinos 0, Delhi Waveriders 0.
Cricket is more than just a game. It's a religion. Get off the couch, get in the game, and take control of it like never before. Experience cricket the way you want, the way you were always meant to. Never miss a single moment with live streaming. Pause, watch, and relive your favorite moments again and again, right from the event's timeline. Stay updated with live text commentary from the game, and go social by sharing the best moments with your friends and followers. Go to the match center. Watch highlight moments during the live match itself. Analyze the game with the video scorecard, data, statistics, videos, and all you need to be the guru of the game. And get back to all the action live in an instant. Never forget those special moments that remind you why you love this game. And all this is just at one place, the home of the true cricket fan. Starsports.com. Get off the couch, get in the game.
11 मुल्कों के दिग्गज खिलाड़ी, 5 बेहतरीन टीमें, बिगेस्ट प्राइज मनी, एक जबरदस्त हॉकी लीग, दुनिया का सबसे बड़ा हॉकी लीग। लड़ो तो ऐसे, हीरो हॉकी इंडिया लीग 14 जनवरी से लाइव।
Knock knock. Do you want some tips to get in the game? Just click here or here and watch the match on widescreen. Do you know why? What you get here is the world's first ever cricket timeline. There, all the important moments of the match are highlighted just for you. Watch 4s, smashing 6s or the last wicket anytime you choose. Are you on the widescreen mode yet? Wait, don't leave, there's more. Just click here and expand this, and look, you get ball by ball updates, the experts take on all the cricketing action. I'm certainly in the game. The question is, When are you getting in the game?
Starsports.com. Get off the couch.
Welcome back. What a night here in Ranchi for the Hero Hockey India League final between the Delhi Waveriders and the Ranchi Rhinos. As you can see, not a free space in sight. Thank you very much for turning up into your numbers, and thank you as well to the sponsors. There's a look at some of our VIPs, our dignitaries, who are here to watch a fantastic game of hockey, a final including Great Britain's Ashley Jackson, Germans Moritz Förster, who skippers the Ranchi Rhinos side in red, who will get us back underway in this second quarter. Jackson with the restart then for the Ranchi Rhinos. 0-0 as it stands at the moment. Plenty of attacking, no goals as yet. We've got a few substitutions of our own here in the commentary box. Stepping in are Cedric D'Souza and Viren Masquina. Cedric, first of all, national coach between 94 and 96, 2000 and 2002. I won't ask you why you had 2 cracks at it. Are you crazy?
Well, apart from that, I just want to talk about this game. This game is going with a lot of passion, a lot of commitment, a lot of hard running. The pace of the game is incredible. You know, you look at it, and the quality of the game is of very high quality, okay? And last but not least, this looks like a midfield battle going on there. Both teams not giving an inch, both pressing the ball, both giving their all on this game. This is exactly what a final is all about. Just look at the crowd.
Yeah, the crowd are here in numbers. It's only a 5,000 seater. We reckon there's close to 8,000. There's also the local football stadium, the Birsa Munda football stadium just to our left. That's completely rammed as well because there's a big screen there as Sardar Singh for the Delhi Waveriders throws that out to the right-hand flank. Gabaj Singh now gets the better of Jackson, but has to come back out to the 25. Sardar Singh again. Getting pressured there, and in the end it's a mistake from Gabaj Singh. Viren, your thoughts on the first quarter so far? Pacey start.
Michael, it's been absolutely frantic hockey by both sets of players. I think all the plans, the pre-match plans have gone out of the window because it's just the pace has been so frenetic. And you said there's not been much support for the forward line. That's just because they're throwing the ball forward, running at the defense in a very direct manner. So it's very hard for the midfielders and the defenders to support.
How do you approach a final as a player? Because obviously in the build-up till now, Delhi Waveriders is very much the favourite side in the tournament, but it matters for absolutely nothing now that we're in the final.
Yeah, I think it all boils down to this one single game, and Delhi will do well to forget their great performances during the entire league stage, because they now need to focus and concentrate today on today's match.
The Ranchi Rhinos there could potentially be winning the Fair Play Trophy a little bit later on with only 4 yellows and 14 green cards in this year's HIL. Mandeep Singh loses out to Norris Jones. Norris Jones last night scored an absolutely ripping goal to send his team through to the finals. There's a look at Delhi Waveriders stats. 5 yellows. Remember, a yellow is 5 minutes at least in the sin bin. A green card just 2 minutes. Jackson's in the D. Yenniskins was under it first though. We've got Nicholas Jacobi there, a tall figure of a man. Some good designer stubble behind the helmet as well. And plenty of experience as well. The German who plays his hockey at UHC Hamburg. Sardar Singh with the ball back to Rupinder Pal. Yenniskins exchanging play as in indoor hockey style. Jackson, the lone striker, putting on a little bit of pressure for the Rhinos. That ball will drift off the end of the pitch, and it'll be a 16-yard hit for the Rhinos.
We don't need any space to be given to Sardar, because if he gets that ball, at the moment he's playing a subdued role. He's just marking Förster when the ball is not with them. When the ball is with them, he tries to get into space to receive it and cover and trying to transfer the game.
Kodajit's had a good game so far at the back on the left there. Some good interceptions, some good reading of the game. Great tackling back from Ranchi to retrieve the ball. Kavanagh now to Jackson. Jackson back to Kavanagh. August Kavanagh, who plays his international hockey in Australia. The 27-year-old makes a darting ball forward, or a darting run forward I should say, as the ball comes round the back. Förster now, who's taken up that sweeping role. Little loopy ball in behind the defence. Almost finds its way through to Manpreet Singh. There's Greg Clark, the coach of the Ranchi Rhinos, also the current coach of South Africa, who is actually a Player of the Year back in 1998 for South Africa.
Well, he's a great coach. He's a person who is with the thinker of the game. He knows exactly what to do in terms of utilizing all his support staff as well as the software program that they use and the video the video stuff that he uses with. He's a great coach and he's a great motivator and a very unassuming man who's I call him youngster compared to what I am.
But you are a great coach as well, Cedric, that worth pointing out, and it's good to have you alongside us here. Cedric D'Souza alongside myself, Michael Absalom and Viren Rasquina for this final. We're 12 minutes 45 seconds away from the end of the first half as we see Chandi there, who's had a good tournament as well. Could have been to Chandi, 5 goals for him, 2 of those coming in match 22 and 1 in match 11, so he scored 3 times against the Ranchi Rhinos. Will he score tonight? Garbage again into Sardar Singh, the captain of the Delhi Waveriders. Great turn of pace from here and a good ball through, just couldn't quite find Garbage, and it's those crucial passes that count when we get down to the final stages of this game. Talvinder waiting in the wings.
Michael, yes, Sardara again showing a piece of magic in the midfield. It's a great battle between probably 2 of the best midfielders in world hockey today. Sardara Singh of the Delhi Waveriders and Moritz Foster, the current World Player of the Year, German captain, and also the current FIH World Player of the Year. So it's a tremendous battle between these midfield geniuses.
That is Foster on the ball now, showing his genius, trying to get it through the Australian Matt Goetz. And he does in the end. Jackson with a quick ball into the D. Was there a push there? Well, it looked like there might have been from Rupinder Pal, but blown on by the umpire. And to his credit, Austin Smith was straight to his feet, but Delhi are now straight back up the other end. Needed some great defence from Kavanagh back there, who's under a little bit of pressure here from Norris Jones.
Michael, you saw 2 excellent pieces of defending, one by Rupinder Pal, that wasn't a push, that was a good strong tackle, and by Fergus Kavanagh. He's been really solid for the Ranchi Rhinos in defence. Almost, I've barely seen him making a mistake all throughout the tournament. Cedric?
Well, you know, if you look at this game, just take the percentages of the deep defender and the centre midfielder. Take Fergus Kavanagh on one
Garbage
side.
with the ball in. Sorry to interrupt, chaps. That's taking the deflection. It'll be a long corner carry on.
You've got Fergus Kavanagh on the Rhino side, and you've got Maurice Foster on the Rhino side, and you've got Sardara. And
Great
you've got
skills, reverse stick effort, bobbling everywhere, past the keeper. We've got an opener. It's gone Delhi's way. Simon Child gets the party started. It's Ranchi Rhinos 0, Delhi Waveriders 1. Simon Child adding the 145th goal of the tournament. They reckon there's a stick block in there. Simon Child, a cheeky little wink. Is there going to be a video referral for this? Here's another look at it. Great skills initially from Matt Goetz, the Australian international. No doubt about the finish, but was there a stick block in there somewhere? Are they saying that was dangerous play? What could they be querying there? It looks like. Let's listen into Moritz Foster and the umpire.
I didn't ask you anything. Shut up. What are we looking for? Shut up or you go outside.
Sorry, the first shot is the first shot.
Listen a minute. It's on interpretation.
We can hardly hear ourselves over the crowd, but the umpires will confer here. We will be able to listen in. They're entitled to ask a question, the Ranchi Rhinos, to the video umpire for their video referral. We'll find out what that is. Maybe something to do with the backstick, Cedric.
Well, I think it was, they're saying Dexter, but from what we looked at in slow motion, it looked like dangerous play, but it wasn't
No, they're
dangerous.
asking if the
Let's
first
find
shot
out. Listen in.
was played with them away. Sit up, please. I'm talking now.
I don't know if it was played
no.
well.
What I'm worried about is they have 20 seconds. They have 20 seconds to go for the timeout.
Yes.
What do you think about the time frame involved?
I think it's long enough, no? I think it's long enough since they asked for it, since it happened.
So?
But it's my opinion. We continue how it is. It's more than enough time to ask for it. It's a goal.
20
So
seconds.
the umpire ruling
20
out you have 20 seconds and 20 seconds only.
Nah, that would be unfair, would
And
it?
the umpires Marcelo
Now, Kobe, you
Sovetto
watch
and
it,
there in
watch
frame
it.
Gary Simmons conferring, and it looks as though that goal is going to stand because they didn't get in the referral within 20 seconds.
Well, you know, you've got a time limit between the time that you want to the referral, and if you don't do it within 20 seconds, then it's gone. The option of the referral is gone.
Well, with 10 minutes to play in the first half, Delhi Waveriders lead the Ranchi Rhinos by a goal to nil. Simon Child, no doubt about the finish, was it? It was an absolute blinder.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Simon Child really pounced on the loose ball. It was actually a miss hit by Matt Goetz, and Simon Child with an almost cricket-like shot into the goal.
There is Simon Child with his 5th goal of the tournament, scored in match 22 when these two sides met. Delhi going on to win that game by 5 goals to 2. They went 3-0 up as well. They're 1-0 up here this evening in the finals. Simon Child will be happy with his contribution so far. Plays his club hockey between Auckland in New Zealand and Rotterdam in the Netherlands.
It's the last time you scream. One more that I hear you and you're out.
First, they're playing a lot deeper role this evening. Pops into the midfield occasionally, but playing a lot deeper in that sweeper role.
Two times already.
I think First was playing deeper in the second quarter. He was up attacking in the first quarter, but for some reason he seems to have taken a deeper role in the second quarter.
Goads with the attack here. The goal came from his last attack, and there was an obstruction there on Matt Goads. Gave him a little shove on the way through, but that's because he was being obstructed. Ball quickly into the D. Well reacted from Lacra. Deflects away.
Well, you know, every time Fuster plays back in defence, it's only because of one reason. One of the defenders has moved up into attack. That's why he plays a cover defence. Exactly what Sadara does in his team. Both these players are the FIH players of the year, basically. I think Sadara is the next person. The next year he's going to get that award. But if you look at it, whenever one of the defenders cuts into attack or two defenders get into attack, you can be sure Fuster or Sadara will be holding back in defence.
Well, quite a game unfolding here. There's the Delhi Waveriders. If you are just joining us, they are a goal up. That goal coming through Simon Child. And the crowd have gone a bit quiet here, haven't they, Viren?
Absolutely, and in a way it may be a good thing for the Ranchi Rhinos because they need to calm down a bit. They look far too excited, and because of the hectic pace that they are trying to maintain, they're making a lot of errors. So they need to calm down a bit, take more control of ball possession.
Wilson throws the ball to Floris Evers with the ball into the D, looking for the return to Wilson. Just trickles off his stick, and it'll be a 16-yard hit. The two Europeans looking to interact there. Getting Wilson's nationality a little bit mixed up as well there. He won't like that. He's from New Zealand, but he plays his club hockey over there as well in Rotterdam.
Yeah, Michael, Nick Wilson also has been very impressive. 2 goals yesterday in the semi-finals. Moritz Foster as well, the midfield general. But coach Greg Clark will be unhappy that after almost 28 minutes of play, until now they have not even forced goalkeeper Nicholas Jacobi of the Delhi Waveriders into a save.
I think that's a classic example here. Kotijic coming in and just in such a panic to get the ball into the D. He could have actually run that in himself and had a shot.
Absolutely. Just as I said, the Ranchi Rhinos and Kotajit and the rest of the midfield need to be much more calmer in their passing right now. The passes are going a bit astray.
I imagine if you were coaching this lot, Cedric, you'd be using words like composure.
Well, composure, aggression with composure is the key issue. The other thing is to keep possession of the ball for a little while. Just calm yourselves down. You need to get a guy from the bench who's got a calming effect on the entire team, and then slowly start making your movements. The important thing is the build-up is much too fast. You know, just got to keep the ball slower, keep the ball pace a little slower. And last but not least, yes, there are times when you got to play the fast ball. That's fine, but there are times when you got to keep the pace still slow. Get your control back into the game.
And they look like they're trying to do that right now. Lacra with a thumb forward towards D, and it took a deflection. It was nowhere near in the end. It went wide of the post right as we looked at it, but it was a good effort. 6 minutes remaining, almost an equaliser there.
Michael, I guess it's a bit hard for coach Greg Clark and his team to keep their composure when you have 10,000 people in the stadium and 1,000 people on the terraces and the trees outside.
Well, I thought it had taken a deflection there, possibly from the number 10, Andrew Hayward. Andres Mirbel on for Hayward. And here's Yenniskins now. We saw there just a moment ago the Delhi Waveriders have scored now 41 goals in the tournament. Compare that to the Ranchi Rhinos who've scored just 30. They are a goal scoring machine. This man on the score sheet tonight, Simon Child. 173 caps for New Zealand and plenty of goals in amongst that as well. 96, so he's not too far away from his 100th international goal. Garbage now, the Indian international, finding a way through. Can he find a penalty corner? No, he can't. Was looking for a foot there in the D. There is Garbage still hassling, and free hit in the end for the Ranchi Rhinos.
One of the things the Ranchi Rhinos are doing is that when they know that Mandeep is being caught completely man to man, they're trying to use him as a decoy and then play the ball to somebody else. Like we saw the 1-2 pass between Floris Evers and Nick Wilson. It didn't come through, but it was a good movement, a good thought process behind that. I think because everybody knows that Mandeep is a dangerous person in the circle, they're using him as a decoy at times.
Great defending again by Rupinder Pal. He's a tall figure of a man, isn't he? And he's got a good reach, which means it's quite hard to get past him in defence.
Absolutely, and Rupinder's tackling has been very, very impressive today, and that just adds a new dimension to his game, because he's a drag flicker first and foremost, but his tackling and anticipation throughout this game until now has been fabulous.
Greg Clark looking a little bit edgy over there as well, doesn't he? He looks really tense this evening.
I think he won't be too happy, as I said, with his game, because they need to take tries at the goal. They need to force short corners. Until now, goalkeeper Nicholas Jacobi has not been troubled at all, despite Ranchi mounting a lot of attacks.
Mandeep Singh is in there, in the D, in front of goal. Wilson tries to get it to him. It's come up this time, and we have our first penalty corner of the game. Well, right on cue. It's not a curse of the commentator. Thank you, Vera. We've got our first penalty corner. Some life injected into the crowd. Greg Clark a little bit happier, and here's how it came about. With just 3.5 minutes left, we are going to see an attack on Nicholas Jacobi's goal. Nicholas Wilson in the heart of the action.
Well, it was a good
Get ready, guys. Come on, let's get
attempt
ready.
by Rupinder to tackle Nick Wilson, and all he did was put his outstretched stick, a jab tackle, but the ball goes off his stick and to his body, and that's a
15
free penalty
seconds,
corner.
Well, they're not
So
ready
then,
yet.
decision time. Who is going to take this? Are they going to try a variation of sorts, or will they go for a straight strike to test the gloves or pads of Nicholas
4, and I'm
Jacobi?
letting them go.
Remember,
3,
Jacobi, a
2,
three-time man of the match.
Whoever's out leaving.
Winner for the Delhi Waveriders.
Jacobi,
Moritz
get in, or
Förster
you'll be
at the
out.
head of the
Come
D.
Are you ready? Ready? Whatever.
It'll be Kavanagh to stop. Here he is, Förster with the straight strike against this German teammate, low and to his right-hand side. The German goalkeeper and the keeper for the Delhi Waveriders denies Ranchi Rhinos an equaliser.
A very powerful flick, but a great save by Jacobi in goal. He's had an outstanding tournament right through.
And he's so vocal back there as well. You can see giving instructions to his defence now, as Förster has to come all the way out. The route to goal, the route one, was completely blocked. Lacra now through Kavanagh and Cottagit over here. They'll use him on this near touchline. His head put down by Akashdeep Singh, who's trying to swipe that one back off him. Here is Cottagit, diagonal ball in again, was dangerous and high, can't be lifted in there. Floris Evers asking for something from the crowd. That's because he put it in the goal after the whistle had gone and tried to convince them that it was a goal. This was nearly a goal.
Well, a great save again. It was a low flick to the right hand side of the keeper, and these are dangerous balls, but he did really well to get his right pad outstretched and clear the ball over the sideline.
Athletic, looks like he might have been taking some yoga classes out here in India. Sada with the ball forward. Another wasted opportunity there, and acknowledged by Lloyd Norris-Jones. Norris-Jones, who scored 6 goals in the tournament so far. And the Hero Hockey India League winners getting 2.5 crores. And there's the runners-up prize, 1.25 crores. If you need that in US dollars, it's $470,000 for the winners, $235,000 for the runners-up. Plenty of cash up for grabs. Delhi Waveriders at the moment will be potting that cash. Final minute of the first half, final minute of the second quarter. Oscar Dika on the ball.
Michael, the pace and quality of this game has just been unbelievable. I'm really impressed by the sheer physicality of today's game. That's what modern hockey is all about. Physical presence by both teams and both sets of players.
Are you surprised that Rhinos aren't throwing more players forward? They seem to be getting into attacking situations, but being quite cautious in their attacks. That'll be a free hit for the Waveriders.
They're actually being very direct in their attacks, and the moment they get into midfield positions, they're trying to look straight for the guys in the D. I think they would do better to spread the game on the wings before crossing it. That would give time for their midfielders to get into the D.
Chandy and Akashdeep joining forces to get through there. Here is Govinda Chandy. Can he get into the D? Yes, he can. Ball comes across. Cottagit with a very cool head on him. Takes it off for a long corner. Remember, he can't put it behind the line deliberately, otherwise that would be a penalty corner. And that is the last play of the first half. 1 goal in it, and it went Simon Child's way. Ashley Jackson's side will have to go in at half-time, a goal down. And it's all kicking off there. It's not quite over yet. It's a fiery final, as we expected. Everything to play for. Delhi Waveriders versus Ranchi. At half-time, it's Delhi Waveriders 1, Ranchi 0.
when I was told that cricket watching is going to be revolutionized, I really couldn't resist it. So here I am with my new toy, and I've logged on to starsports.com. So there it is, all in front of me, and it's just not what you expect. The first thing that struck me here was, as I was watching the replay, the slider at the bottom. So while you might be watching the entire highlights of the game, you'd have certain things you'd want to pick. So there it is, the highlights going on nice and calmly, but I've gone and looked at something specific I might want to look at, and everything is flagged, be it a 4 or a 6 or a wicket or some incident that's happened. If that's not revolutionary enough, here's something else on the side that really caught my eye. We listen to all the commentators during a live game, but how about a little bit of a value addition? If you have a look at the text commentary, this is where you can get a description, be it a wicket, a boundary or a 6. And I can just come here and click on any particular item, and the best part of it is, not only can I click on it, I have 3 little options here. I can tweet it, I can put it on Facebook, or I can email it to a friend of mine, and they will only get that particular clip to relive. This basically, in my view, is what you define as not passive viewing, but active viewing. You taking control of the game.
Starsports.com. Get off the couch, get in the game.
11 मुल्कों के दिग्गज खिलाड़ी, 5 बेहतरीन टीमें, बिगेस्ट प्राइज मनी, एक जबरदस्त हॉकी लीग, दुनिया का सबसे बड़ा हॉकी लीग, लड़ो तो ऐसे, हीरो हॉकी इंडिया लीग 14 जनवरी से लाइव.
Knock knock. Do you want some tips to get in the game? Just click here or here and watch the match on widescreen. Do you know why? What you get here is the world's first ever cricket timeline. There. All the important moments of the match are highlighted just for you.
Welcome back to Ranchi for the final of the 2013 Hero Hockey India League. It's Delhi Waveriders versus the Ranchi Rhinos. The team in red there with their supporters are the Ranchi Rhinos. Sadly, at half-time, they're down by a 1-0. As our Airtel Golden Goal competition goes on, we'll give you some half-time highlights. Here's how it started. Delhi, the team in purple and green. This is where the goal came about. Well done from Matt Godas. Not the best of balls in, but Simon Child the first to pounce on it. This was a bobbly little effort in. Didn't make the cleanest of strikes. Bobbled up there. Child off the back foot. Spanks it home, 1-0. It was a very tight gap to plug it past Francisco Cortez, but no messing around, and Simon Child, the New Zealander, adding 5 in total now. A good save up the other end from Nicholas Jacobi, the German goalkeeper. Up against Moritz Förster there. There's the reaction of AJ Banzel. His side all smiles at half-time, but still 35 minutes left of hockey to play. They've had the better of the possession, just the one penalty corner in it, going Ranchi Rhinos' way. Circle penetrations fairly even, shots on target even, but the scoreline at half-time, Ranchi 0, Delhi Waveriders 1. Let's head down pitch side now with Simran.
With me I have David Balbirnie, who is the former General Secretary of EHF. So David, I'd like to know that how different is HIL from EHF?
There's no comparison. This is hockey has come home. When you come here, fantastic venue, fantastic support, wonderful atmosphere, wonderful crowd. This is the best we've ever seen.
I know the turnout, the atmosphere, the number of fans. I mean, the love for hockey is just tremendous right now. I mean, look at everyone. I mean, it's just amazing.
The passion here is fantastic, and it's such a nice atmosphere. They're hockey maniacs here. Really great, really fantastic. Good fun.
Thank you, David. Thank you for having us. चलते हैं अभी हम एक छोटे से ब्रेक के लिए हम लौटेंगे जल्दी.
Cricket is more than just a game. It's a religion. Get off the couch, get in the game. And take control of it like never before. Experience cricket the way you want, the way you were always meant to. Never miss a single moment with live streaming. Pause, watch and relive your favorite moments. Again and again, right from the event's timeline. Stay updated with live text commentary from the game. And go social by sharing the best moments with your friends and followers. Go to the match center. Watch highlight moments during the live match itself. Analyze the game with the video scorecard, data, statistics, videos, and all you need to be the guru of the game. And get back to all the action live in an instant. Never forget those special moments that remind you why you love this game. And all this is just at one place, the home of the true cricket fan. Starsports.com. Get off the couch, get in the game.
11 मुल्कों के दिग्गज खिलाड़ी, 5 बेहतरीन टीमें, बिगेस्ट प्राइज मनी, एक जबरदस्त हॉकी लीग, दुनिया का सबसे बड़ा हॉकी लीग, लड़ो तो ऐसे, हीरो हॉकी इंडिया लीग 14 जनवरी से लाइव।
Knock knock. Do you want some tips to get in the game? Just click here or here and watch the match on widescreen. Do you know why? What you get here is the world's first ever cricket timeline.
Welcome back to Hero Hockey India League 2013. हम हैं रांची में और आज है हमारा finals. The amount of crowd, the people, the turnout is just fabulous. It's mind-blowing and so overwhelming. जैसे कि आप देख सकते हैं इतनी भारी तादाद में यहाँ लोग आए हुए हैं. The people love hockey in Ranchi. It's just amazing. मेरे साथ इस वक्त मौजूद है संदीप सोमेश एंड मीर रंजन रेगी, जिनके बारे में हम सभी जानते हैं. अच्छा, आप मुझे बताइए कि how crazy is this over here? I mean, it's just amazing, isn't it?
सिमरन, मैं पूरे हिंदुस्तान में खेला हूँ, पूरे विश्व में खेला हूँ, लेकिन ऐसा वातावरण, ऐसा जोश, इतना जय जयकार मैंने पूरे कहीं नहीं देखी. मेरे ख्याल से इसका सारा का सारा असर जो है वो गेम पे भी नजर आ रहा है. दोनों टीमें बहुत फास्ट और बहुत जबरदस्त खेल रही हैं.
अच्छा, जबरदस्त तो खेले, लेकिन संदीप अगर हम थोड़े से और गोल्स देखते तो शायद मजा आ जाता.
Yeah, that's right. I think the crowd is here to watch some more goals and some more action. But if you just look at the game, the way it has turned out, the first quarter was, I think the crowd was playing more. The players just got carried away. It was total end-to-end stuff. There was more semblance of sanity in the second quarter. And if you see the goal, how the goal came by the lone goal that has been created, it was a good setup by Matt Goetz there. He got +3 defenders, took a reverse, it came in front of Simon Child, and it was a good finish there to put the Waveriders into the lead.
गोलकीपर के पास में कोई चांस नहीं था. बहुत बढ़िया गोल था ये, और ये एक्चुअली रिबाउंड जैसा गोल था. एक बार किसी ने मैथ्यू कोर्ट्स ने मारा उसको, लेकिन दोबारा साइमन चाइल्ड के पास में इसी मौका था.
But I think he should have covered the first angle on that, Negi sir. It was from the first angle. I think he had a better option of blocking that out.
नहीं संदीप, बहुत मुश्किल होता है. एक बार जब इस तरह से एक बार अटैक हो चुका है तो गोलकीपर कमिट करता है, जिसकी वजह से ये गोल हुआ.
अच्छा, आप मुझे बताइए, अब हम हैं रांची में, तो रांची के इतने सारे फैंस आए हुए हैं, सब राइनो सलाम कर रहे हैं. आप मुझे बताइए रांची को क्या करना चाहिए कम बैक करने के लिए?
First of all, Simran, they have to bring calmness and composure into the team. They are playing way too fast for comfort. They have to slow down the game and build up moves. I think that's the way forward for them.
Well, okay, ठीक है. अभी हम बात करते हैं कि जैसे कि भी हम देख रहे हैं, तो अभी आपके प्रेडिक्शंस क्या लगते हैं कि कौन जीतेगा, दिल्ली या रांची? एज पर व्हाट डू यू थिंक?
हम लोग एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे थे कि गोल बहुत सारे होंगे, गोल थोड़े से कम हुए. पेनल्टी
थोड़े से और गोल होने चाहिए, तो बनते हैं.
हाँ, लेकिन मैं समझता हूँ कि ये जो अभी 2 क्वार्टर का गेम बाकी है और इसमें और ज़्यादा गोल होंगे. रांची एक डिफरेंट फ्रेम ऑफ माइंड के साथ में आएगी और इस मैच को डेफिनेटली.
जी, थैंक यू वेरी मच. थैंक यू फॉर स्पेयरिंग टाइम ओवर हियर. अभी हम लेते हैं हाफ टाइम के बाद मैच का मजा. बहुत ही रोमांचक मैच है. चलते हैं अपने कमेंटेटर्स के पास.
Welcome back. Second half about to get underway between the Delhi Waveriders in the purple and green to our right-hand side against the Ranchi Rhinos. Grand final here this year, the 2013 Hero Hockey India League. The crowd in full force behind their side. The home side, the Ranchi Rhinos, are 1-0 down as it stands at the moment. A goal from Simon Child putting the Delhi Waveriders ahead. But a full half of hockey to look forward to as Delhi start us off with possession. There's Yeniskins at the back in the commentary box aside me. Viren Rasquina and Solomon Kasuji casting their expert eye on this game. Viren, your thoughts so far on the first half and what we've seen? Obviously Delhi, the side to beat, they're 1-0 up and Ranchi have it all to do.
Michael, Delhi have played exactly like they've played throughout the tournament. They've been very composed in ball possession. Their defense has been very tight. Their counter-attacks have been lightning fast. And for Simon Child, it has been child's play for him.
Oh, I like what you've done there, Viren. Solomon, your thoughts on that?
Well, stick a fork in me. I've now heard it all. But anyway, look, I think, for Ranchi, if I was Greg Clark, I'd be telling the guys, too many direct balls forward in the same channel. You can go forward, but then you have to somehow give your midfield and defence time to catch up to support the play. So maybe 2 forward, look for 1 square, look to go to the other side of the field, retain possession and be more compact in your build-up.
That's certainly an area we've identified up here watching it on the screen. I'm not sure if the players feel it as well out there, is that support play. And obviously you need players running off your shoulder. We haven't seen too much of Mandeep Singh tonight. He's had a quiet evening so far.
Yeah, he's had some good balls delivered to him, but again, because the support's not arriving in the layers behind him, he's getting isolated, 1 against 2, 1 against 3 quite easily in the outside pockets. So they need to get that support up a bit quicker.
His first that is looking for support now into the 25. He gets it from Jackson. Jackson runs into the stick though. There was 2 there, Rupinder Pal and also Yeniskin's there at the back, and just confirmation that the Delhi Waveriders have never lost after scoring first. That's not a stat that the Ranchi Rhinos will want to see right now.
Yeah, but it's also a stat that the Ranchi Rhinos are going to have to overcome, because in the 3 matches so far that they've played against the Waveriders, they've lost 2 and drawn 1. So they need to get over that mental block that this Delhi side cannot be beaten. And they're going to bring the crowd more into it, get more ball possession, get more concentrated attacks, throw numbers into attack. And this man, Moritz Foster, he's the midfield general. He has to really initiate good controlled attacking play.
His opposite number, also midfield general there, Sardar Singh, having his ball cut out. Indeed coming back for it. But here's Matt Goads, who set up that first one for Child. Here is Child now again, trying to weave his way into the D. Reverse stick ever, bounced into the turf. Goes wide of Cortez in the goal. Good effort.
Yeah, some great play by Matt Goads. He's ridden a couple of tackles here, kept the momentum going, and he's forming quite a good relationship with Simon Child. Looks like the understanding is beginning to develop between the 2 of them.
Such a good eye for it, hitting that one on the half volley.
Yeah, look, Simon Child's a phenomenal talent, and Chandy arriving late on the far post.
Should have maybe thrown a stick at it, that one.
Yeah, you've got to get wet, get your belly on the turf there.
We saw a lot of commitment and passion in the earlier game, the 3rd and 4th place playoff between JP Punjab Warriors and the Uttar Pradesh Wizards. That one finished 4-3 in UP Wizards' favour, and they take home the bronze medal. But who will be winning gold? Who will be winning silver? It's Akashdeep Singh's side in purple and green at the moment that will be lifting the trophy in this inaugural Hero Hockey India League.
Viren, quick question for you, mate. Something I've noticed is Stanley Mintz. I don't think he offers much in terms of midfield outletting to the Ranchi Rhinos side, which makes it really easy for the opposition to press either Firster, Jackson or Austin Smith or Manpreet on the other side of the field, because they know exactly where the targets are. Do you think that's the case, or is there a reason for Stanley Mintz playing a little bit higher up the field?
Yeah, I think Coach Greg Clark has a lot of very good foreign players at his disposal. But unfortunately, you can play only 5 foreign players at a time, and Stanley Mintz is part of the Indian contingent that he has to play. 6 Indian players have to be there on the field at any given point of time. And Stanley Mintz is a young upcoming player. He's still to get used to the pace and quality of play, and he's doing the best he can.
Child bringing the ball inside the D. It's going to be a penalty corner. Child was just up there by himself. Dika waiting to come on, can't substitute at the penalty corner.
As you can see on screen, Arun Jaitley on screen. He's a member of Parliament, opposition leader, and also on the advisory board of the HIL.
Yep, they're watching the Delhi Waveriders take control of this second half. Simon Child has earned a penalty corner. Here's how it happened. Watch him just bounce it into the turf there, and Lakra lifting it up into his body. That's dangerous play. Lakra throwing the stick in, and needed to keep the ball on the ground. Instead it hit Child in the shoulder, and he's conceded a penalty corner, and one which Francisco Cortez will now have to deal with. First penalty corner of the night for Delhi Waveriders, and it brings Rupinder Pal Singh up to the dance floor. There's Cortez in the goal for the Ranchi Rhinos. Rupinder Pal from the head of the D. Was there an early break there, or an early injection? Once the umpire spotted.
Yes.
Why you tell me that?
You injected before it was
Well,
up.
the
You have to
injector is
go.
going to be sent to the halfway line here for
Change the
a
injector.
fake injection.
You can change the injector if you want, but you can change the injector. You don't have to go to the middle.
Well, he doesn't have to go to the halfway, but he has to be replaced as the injector, as we heard
Now
there
get in.
from
I'll ask
Marcelo
you. Don't
Servetto.
worry, just get in. Look,
Michael,
my
I
hand
really
is up the
love
same as
Marcelo
before.
Servetto's umpiring because his instructions are so clear-cut and precise. Everyone knows what's going on.
Yeah.
Well, the other umpire saying that he does have to go back to the halfway, and some confusion there. We'll focus on the penalty corner. The injection is good. Rupinder Pal at the head of the D. Good save from Cortez. It came back at a dangerous height, so that's why the penalty corner has been re-awarded, and Rupinder Pal will have another crack at it.
It's okay, it's a second one.
A good flick here by Rupinder Pal, high into the top right-hand corner, but Cortez getting a hand to it.
No,
But the ball was lingering up in the air and rightly adjudged a short corner again by umpire Marcelo Servetto.
Nothing you can do about that as a keeper. He had to get something behind it. The glove's so bouncy these days that it bounced back towards Jenikins, and we've got a second penalty corner. 11 minutes left to play in the third quarter. The ball comes in. Rupinder Pal again with a low flick, and a run out was brave from Austin Smith, who has absolutely warmed that one.
You okay?
Michael, as you see, Coach Bansal screaming from the sidelines, but extremely brave running by Austin Smith, the captain of the South African team, and fine running out, putting his body on the line, doing everything possible to stop that Rupinder flick from going towards the goal.
That ball was travelling and he went straight to ground because of the power that it hit him. Austin Smith, he's back on the defensive line, the South African international, the 27-year-old, ready to charge out on this one again. Rupinder Pal is set at the head of the D. Another straight flick, another good save from Cortez.
Yeah, fantastic couple of penalty corners here. Rupinder Pal hasn't quite got the speed on these that he'd like to. He's flicked them with a lot more pace before, but also a bit more angle. Those are dog standard for Cortez. He'll just paddle those away all night.
He's not the tallest of the keepers here if you compare him to, say, Nicholas Jacobi in the other goal for the Delhi Waveriders. He's a little bit shorter, but he's very athletic and very stretchy too.
Solo, the good goalkeepers always seem to have time on the ball. Even with excellent drag flickers like Rupinder Pal, it seemed that Cortez had plenty of time to save it.
Yeah, the one thing that for me defines what the really good keepers are all about is they get out and they get their set position early and they're well balanced. Delhi Waveriders there, you can see only 13 out of 40 penalty corners successful in the hockey league. But good goalkeepers get out, they get their set position, they get stationary, they keep their head still, they keep their body still.
Well, let's have another look at the latest of the penalty corners, and there's exactly what you're talking about. A comfortable height for the goalkeeper though as well. Sometimes a little bit tougher if you put those low. That's at a comfortable saving height for Cortez.
It is, but the key with all these is that if you watch these good keepers, they're all making saves out in front of their face. They're not making saves turning to the side.
And we are seeing two of the best keepers in world hockey on display in the final tonight. Nicholas Jacobi of the Waveriders and Kiko Cortez of the Ranchi Rhinos.
Both sides have conceded 25 goals in the tournament, and Ranchi have conceded 1 in the final here. It's Ranchi 0, Delhi Waveriders 1. A goal from Simon Child, putting Delhi Waveriders ahead just before half-time. And now a penalty corner up the other end. A chance for Ranchi Rhinos to get back into it. What a response from the crowd there as that decision was given.
Yeah, perfectly correct decision by Gary Simmons. I think it was Rupinder Pal Singh who tried to jump on the back of Manpreet, and he's given him a fair walloping from behind there, totally out of the game. It wasn't Rupinder Pal, it was Yuvraj Valmiki.
Yeah, just left the stick in, didn't he? Forcing that foul on Manpreet Singh and conceding the penalty corner. There's Garbage having a quick chat with Jacobi, and we'll get a look at the defensive style now of the German goalkeeper, who hasn't had a great deal to do tonight. It is penalty corner number 2 of the evening though for the Ranchi Rhinos.
It'll be interesting to see how the Ranchi Rhinos deal with this. Ashley Jackson last night, it wasn't at all comfortable. The team's running a double first wave.
1 second.
Called a 2-2 in the hockey term.
Wait.
And that means that the two defensive players run straight down the barrel towards the attacking flicker.
Not straight down the barrel. Sometimes straight down the barrel, but sometimes either side of the flicker, forcing him to flick straight at the keeper. Ashley Jackson likes to go bottom right, keeper's right.
Well, he might take this flick. He will take this flick. Ashley Jackson low! And they were looking for a deflection just in front of Jacobi, and it was a good defensive touch away for a sideline ball.
Michael, that was brilliant defending by Tim Yeliskins. I think he was really alert on the left-hand side of the goalkeeper. Ashley Jackson gave it
for a deflection ball, but Tim Yeliskins was alert to the danger.
Well, there is Ashley Jackson trying to get the better of Yeniskins. Ranchi Rhinos have possession of the ball. Not too much space to get through it here. Cam first to find a way through. Round the back, touch into the D towards Jackson. Scooped away by Yeniskins again. Here's Sardar Singh. Taking out comfortably in the end and gaining a good 25 yards. Dika with the quick restart, the self-pass and the aerial ball. Here's the latest opportunity.
Again, you see the Ranchi Rhinos trying to go for a variation. Ashley Jackson feinting that he was going for a direct drag flick, but the last time pushing it to his right-hand side for the deflection. But brilliant defending by Yeniskins back there for the Delhi Waveriders.
And a look there at the Ranchi Rhinos conversion rate in the tournament so far, 8 from 37. That compared to the Delhi Waveriders, 13 from 40. Here come Ranchi again, though, forward. Diagonal ball in, it was a miss-hit from Virendra Lakra in the end. And they can only laugh it off in the bench there. That was a bit rubbish, really, wasn't it, chaps?
Yeah, it was pretty ordinary. Maybe he thought he'd got a call from the bench trying to pass it back to that side of the field.
Just trying to keep everyone involved.
Yeah, keep the boys in the game. Asking Bosco if he'd like to have a dip.
There's a look at shots on target, 7-5 in Delhi's favour as Greg Clark, the Ranchi Rhinos coach, looks on. And there's his opposite number, AJ Bansal, who actually, I understand, did a PhD in hockey. Is that right, chaps? And now he's a doctor.
Yeah, he's now called Dr. A.K. Bansal. He's just done his PhD in hockey. He just sent in his thesis in hockey.
Accidental trip there. Wasn't deliberate on Manpreet Singh. Wilson and Reid Ross, 2 internationals waiting in the wings. That means that 2 internationals will have to come off. Remember, only 5 foreign players allowed on the pitch at any one time.
Michael, I don't know what Kotajit was thinking right now, holding the stick with one hand in a very dangerous position with Akashdeep behind him.
Well, nothing has come of it. The Delhi Waveriders back in their own half. Under 5 minutes left to play in this third quarter. What do Ranchi Rhinos have to do? They've got possession back, that's a good start, but what do they have to do to get back into this game other than score?
As I said, Michael, they need to spread the game on the wings much better. They're trying to force the game down the centre, and they're really playing into into Delhi's hands, because Coach A.K. Bansal has organised this Delhi Waveriders defence excellently. As you can see, Yeniskins, Rupinder Pal Singh, just stationed down there in the centre, waiting for the ball to come straight down the centre.
Some space here then for Delhi to act. We haven't seen them much on the attack in this game. They've had a handful of penalty corners, but we haven't seen them much in this third quarter in attacking play. Maybe now Dika can do something with the ball in across D. It wasn't a good angle, so it didn't even make it towards its intended target.
Yeah. Simon Child on the bench with Matt Goetz having a bit of a break.
Sign language guys would love that one. This is first and out into Reid Ross.
Verin, getting back to the point that you made a bit earlier, but needing to spread the game to the sides a bit more. I mean, this is a case in point. They're not finding what's our young lad on the side there, Stanley Mintz. I mean, he's playing out wide on the
deflection
right.
There. Sorry to interrupt you there, Solly. It'll be a long corner, but that ball dangerously played in. Reid Ross has had an automatic impact having come on the South African, and they'll try and work it around from the back. Carry on.
Yeah, Stanley Mintz playing out wide on the right midfield, but they're not able to find that ball out to the sideline to him. He's just hiding away. He's offering nothing in terms of a midfield outlet.
Let's see if Lakra can get this one on target. Radar working a little bit better. Hit into the turf from Reid Ross and goes wide. Didn't get a full contact on it.
Absolutely, that ball was wobbling a bit, I think, and Reid Ross didn't get contact. Good ball by Kotajit into the D. Stanley missed going for the deflection, but well defended by Andres Mirbel.
That was the earlier chance, and that the one that we just saw from Reid Ross there. Sits up nicely for him, but couldn't get the shot away on target.
As I said, it was quite a difficult ball for Reid Ross to get because it was wobbling all about in the D.
First, they're onto the foot of Sardar Singh, and he wasn't 5 yards, was he? I don't think he was
really
5 yards, was he? Which is why first blasted it into his foot.
Yes. Do you really want me to do that?
And Wilson getting into each other.
Right? Yeah, I'm watching now, please.
Umpire Simmons calming things down as well. Everyone wanted to get involved. It's a hot final.
Absolutely. As I said,
Inside,
a lot
please.
of physicality from both teams. Tim Yelliskin's really getting on the back of Wilson. The marking has been very close and tight throughout Solo.
Yeah, the Delhi defence has been rock solid tonight. It's been fantastic to watch.
You can see all 11 players back as well. It is great defence.
Yeah, Wilson and Yeniskins, they're inviting each other to Christmas lunch a bit earlier.
Oh, intercepted there, and here's a chance. It's loose. Wilson at the head of the D, gathered and tidied up by Danish Mushtaba.
Some great defence by Mushtaba there. He's picked Wilson's pocket.
Like a thief in the night.
Absolutely.
Route 1 ball. Takes a deflection into the back of the goal. The crowd realise that that'll be a long corner and not a goal.
Solo, the Ranchi cause and coach Greg Clark's cause is not really helped by the fact that Nick Wilson and Mandeep Singh, their main goal scorers from open field play, do not seem to be in the best of form today.
I think it's a bit difficult for them. I don't think they're getting a really good quality ball from the midfield because it's always really contested direct through the midfield with a lot of numbers around them. So it's not easy to get good quality attacking opportunities. So they'll want a bit more patient build up. They'll want a bit better ball and give them a bit more of an opportunity to create something.
Well, time running out, just a minute and 20 seconds left of this third quarter. They have a full 17 and a half minutes in the final quarter. The team in red, the Ranchi Rhinos, playing at home, but trailing by a goal to nil. Here is Kotajit now with the ball to the overlapping support player. Burster again at the back. Aerial ball, a little bit of space up there.
Michael, this is a dangerous period for the Rhinos. They have to be very careful. They're throwing everything into the attack, getting more and more desperate as the minutes tick by, and they really need to be careful that they do not get caught on the counter-attack. The Punjab Warriors made the same mistake yesterday, and the Delhi Waveriders punished them with a superb goal by Lord Norris Jones.
That's right, the Delhi Waveriders beating the Punjab Warriors by 3-1 in their semi-final. Ranchi Rhinos made their way to the final by beating the UP Wizards 4-2. Moritz Förster looking for an equaliser, brought down, was he? No, free hit. He was brought down, but it was just outside the D. Final 15 seconds of this third quarter. Moritz Förster wants to take it quickly. He'll probably put this one, route 1 towards the goal. Looking for a deflection. Oh no! The simplest of chances. It fell to Mandeep Singh, who has been on such good form in this tournament. He's missed an absolute sitter here, right at the end of the third quarter. Wrong side of the post, an open goal, and that the best chance of the game so far for the Ranchi Rhinos. It should be 1-all. Moritz Förster, the quick to go and tell him, don't worry about it, chin up mate, we've still got another quarter of hockey to look forward to. At the end of the third quarter, Ranchi Rhinos 0, Delhi Waveriders 1. Come back and join us for all the concluding action.
Cricket is more than just a game, it's a religion. Get off the couch, get in the game, and take control of it like never before. Experience cricket the way you want, the way you were always meant to. Never miss a single moment with live streaming. Pause, watch, and relive your favorite moments again and again, right from the event's timeline. Stay updated with live text commentary from the game, and go social by sharing the best moments with your friends and followers. Go to the match center. Watch highlight moments during the live match itself. Analyze the game with the video scorecard, data, statistics, videos, and all you need to be the guru of the game. And get back to all the action live in an instant. Never forget those special moments that remind you why you love this game. And all this is just at one place, the home of the true cricket fan. Starsports.com. Get off the couch, get in the game.
11 मुल्कों के दिग्गज खिलाड़ी, 5 बेहतरीन टीमें, बिगेस्ट प्राइज मनी, एक जबरदस्त हॉकी लीग, दुनिया का सबसे बड़ा हॉकी लीग। लड़ो तो ऐसे, हीरो हॉकी इंडिया लीग 14 जनवरी से लाइव।
Knock knock. Do you want some tips to get in the game? Just click here or here and watch the match on widescreen. Do you know why? What you get here is the world's first ever cricket timeline. There. All the important moments of the match are highlighted just for you. Watch fours, smashing sixes or the last wicket anytime you choose. Are you on the widescreen mode yet? Wait, don't leave, there's more. Just click here and expand this and look, you get ball by ball updates, the experts take on all the cricketing action. I'm certainly in the game. The question is, when are you getting in the game?
Starsports.com. Get off the couch, get in the game. Cricket is more than just a game. It's a
Hockey India League. It's Ranchi Rhinos versus the Delhi Waveriders. The crowd are well up for it. The players are back on the pitch for the final quarter of action. Currently stands Delhi Waveriders 1, Ranchi Rhinos 0. Here's a look at the last chance of that final quarter. Mandeep coming close, going the wrong side of the post, Cedric.
Well, really unfortunate because the ball went, it was a penetrating ball right through the defence. Rinel Singh did very well to make a dummy on top near the penalty spot.
It'll be Simon Charles to get us underway for the Delhi Waveriders. He scored the only goal of the evening so far here at the AstroTurf Hockey Stadium. So Delhi lead by a goal to nil. They defend the goal to the right-hand side in purple and green. There is Mandeep Singh, who had a chance in that third quarter to make it one apiece, and he really should have done better, shouldn't he?
He should have done better, especially for the kind of goals he's been getting in this entire tournament, you know. I think his stick was slightly angled more towards the wide instead of coming in towards the goal. If his stick was more towards the left-hand side, that would have gone into the goal definitely.
Promising signs though for Mandeep, who scored 10 in the tournament, almost made it 11. Here's the Ranchi Rhinos again, inside the D. Yenniskins, right at the heart of the defence to Child, the New Zealander. There's Nick Wilson, who was lurking in the middle, waiting. Oscar Dika with the restart. Delhi won't be in too much of a rush here. They might try and slow the pace of things down at the moment.
Right, Michael, that's what they need to do. The first quarter started at a frantic pace. I thought they slowed it down the second quarter. They need to do that in the last quarter.
Great to have the commentary box rammed with your company, gentlemen. We've got Sandeep Samesh, 1998 Asian Games gold medalist, alongside super coach Cedric D'Souza, the national coach between 94 and 96 and 2000 and 2002. There's Sardar Singh, the captain of the Delhi Waveriders and poster man of India, isn't he? He's the guy that everybody knows. He's the main man of hockey over here in India.
You're right, Michael. Arguably the best centre for midfielder India has produced in the last 2 or 3 decades, if I could add, and Cedric would second me on that.
Here's a chance for Mandeep, one-on-one at the back. Was there a foul? Play waved on. Will he use a video referral? No, Mandeep thought he was brought down. First the quick to go there. Was there a foul in here? They're saying it might as well be worth to go to the video referral. They're going to do this for the foul inside the D. They think there should have been a penalty corner. Umpire referral.
Michael, are you with me?
I don't know, stroke or corner.
Michael, the attacking side are looking for a penalty corner based on a foul by the defender on the attacker.
So was there a foul on Mandeep Singh there? He certainly had a good bit of pace to turn his defender. We'll have a look at the replays up here, as will the video
by
umpire.
The defender, yes.
Cast your eye on this, chaps. It's Rupinder Pal. Oh, high stick there first of all, then another stick chop. That's got to be a penalty corner. Maybe even a stroke. Could be a stroke. What do you think, chaps?
Let's have a look at that again. There's the high stick, tonked him on his head, knocked him down. A stroke to me.
Cedric?
I totally agree with the penalty stroke.
Yes, go ahead.
Let's listen in. Decision is coming from the video umpire. Crowd chanting for a stroke. Let's find out.
Confirmed penalty corner for a stick tackle.
Oh, penalty corner for a stick tackle. So they've got off a little bit lightly. Our experts up here thought it was a penalty stroke. On the pitch. Penalty corner it is though. A rammed crowd here at the AstroTurf Hockey Stadium.
On the first infringement I could give a penalty corner, but when he came into the circle, that's the penalty stroke.
I think they've got him.
stick on stick.
I think he's gone off.
And just
Jackson
explain
has gone
why
off.
it would be a penalty
Yeah,
stroke
the
in
table
your
got him.
opinion. Obviously, that's not what the umpire went with.
Well, basically because when you're taking deliberate infringement in the circle, not allowing the player to take a shot at goal, you're hitting his stick out of his hand. It's a penalty stroke because that's the rule.
Maybe one to talk about in the post-match show. There is Mandeep closest to us. He didn't earn a penalty stroke. He did earn a penalty corner. That could be good enough to get the Ranchi Rhinos back into this game. Just over 15 minutes left to play. They trail by a goal to nil. Delhi Waveriders up by a goal to nil through Simon Child. Manpreet Singh takes his place at the injection spot. And the crowd well and truly behind their team, the home side. Ranchi Rhinos, can they use it to their advantage? Manpreet will settle. The crowd won't, that's for sure. No sign of nerves from Nicholas Jacobi. It's first through again at the head of the deer. Slip flick this time into the bottom right-hand corner. Ranchi Rhinos are back into this. It's 1-1. Look at the reaction here in Ranchi. There's the celebration. Austin Smith drawing level for the Ranchi Rhinos. Ranchi Rhinos won, Delhi Waveriders won.
Great execution of a penalty corner, wasn't that? Played the dummy, played the slip ball, and what a flick that was. Not a chance for the goalkeeper. They didn't have a pole man there. They were running a risk without a pole man. Terrific goal.
Well, they had the deflection option there as well, which was Wilson lurking. Didn't even need the deflection to beat Jacobi. The finish was pinpoint accurate.
Perfect penalty corner, slip ball, and then played to the left, slip ball to the left, and then a blinder of a push along the line, along the ground by Austin.
Just listen to it out there, Cedric. Here's Wilson now. This is in the Ranchi Rhinos of the past 3 quarters. Wilson looking to go on his own, looking to find Kodachit on the overlap. It's transformed the game.
It has. One goal was what would do that, but a terrific bit of defence by Rupender Pal on that occasion. Did well to read the situation and bring the ball to safety.
Well, Delhi feeling the pressure here as well as that ball was scuffed away by Garbage. Who's going to take some responsibility here? Nick Wilson is causing a nuisance of himself up there at the front. Greg Clark won't mind, the Ranchi coach. Delhi Waveriders coming forward in the end now through Govinda Chandi. Can he bring some sort of stability? Great comeback from Ranchi Rhinos.
Stability, I doubt, Michael, just with the sheer fact of this crowd and the noise here. The crowd is just egging both teams on, aren't they?
They certainly are, but I know who they're supporting. How much of a difference will that help to have the crowd behind them out there as players? It must be great to know that you've got 8,000 or so people here behind you.
That's right, Michael. A similar experience Cedric and me had at the 1995 SAF game finals when we played in Chennai. Played Pakistan in front of a home crowd, packed stadium, and we tonked Pakistan 5-2.
Well, just 1-1 here at the AstroTurf Stadium in Ranchi for the final of the Hero Hockey India League 2013. One apiece. Goals for Simon Child and Austin Smith on the night. The international buys proving good worth and a good investment for the owners. Delhi Waveriders owned by the Wave Group and Ranchi Rhinos owned by Patel and UniXL Group. There's Oscar Dika, one of the foreign investments. Time coming off here. Barindra has gone down and Moritz Förster is rallying the troops. He's really getting this crowd fired up.
Well, a great piece of showmanship by Moritz Förster. He wanted to get the crowd involved and get, the flick from Rupinder Pal was very high over the knee and hits Virendra Lakra on the thigh. He's out. He got knocked down. It's a foul against Rupinder Pal. When the ball rolled away, Moritz Förster just went across, asked for timeout, and went and got the crowd egging.
Well, he certainly is egging on the crowd, and that's just what we want. It's not an official timeout. He was going for the timeout just to say, can we just have a little bit of time for my player who's gone down, took that one in the knee, but he's back up on his feet now, Virendra Lakra.
He's a strong young lad, and in this situation, with this sort of atmosphere, even with the injury, you'd want to be on the ground, get on your feet.
Kavanagh on the ball. Down the line, looking for Mandeep. That'll be dangerous up off his stick. Advantage played on. Hayward now at the back, another New Zealand international. Andrew Hayward there, wears the number 10, 137 caps for him at international level with 49 goals. Plays his club hockey at Midlands. There's Yenniskins under pressure now from Wilson. Has it pinched off him? Can Wilson get something in? No, the whistle's gone. The whistle's gone.
Not you.
Crowd up on their feet.
His foot, not your foot.
terrific pressure put down by Mandeep and Yenskins on the deep defence there. Yenskins did well to come away with a foul and earn a free hit.
I think it was for that first challenge from Wilson, which was adjudged to be a foul, but it looked pretty good for us there in the replay. Oh, lovely ball to the head of the D. Needed to be swept away.
Well, you know, in the defence for Delhi, Yenskins playing a game of his life. He's really made a couple of tackles, great interceptions. Although the cool customer Rupinder hasn't had a very good game.
First of the driving force behind this side at the moment. Here is Mins. Ball finds Wilson inside the D, looking for a penalty corner again. Turns his man. Has he got the better of Rupinder Pal? No, he hasn't. It'll be a sideline ball for the Rhinos. That was not 5. Needed to move it 5 yards before it was put into the D. There is Tim Yenskins, who's had a good tournament. 1 goal in it so far. There's Moritz Förster, the German international. Some strong European talent on display here, amongst some very impressive young Indian talent out there as well.
Well, we've been talking about the Indian talent and taking advantage of the situation of great coaches as well as great players with them. And you look at Mandeep Singh, you look at Akashdeep Singh, you look at Manpreet, you look at, these are the players who have taken full advantage of the scene.
They really are the future of Indian hockey as well.
Well, we talked about this league being probably the change of fortunes for Indian hockey, and hopefully in the next few years you'll find that a great betterment towards Indian sport.
Well, we're hoping inside the next 10 minutes that we'll have a winner in this final. If it remains 1-1, we'll go to 15 minutes of extra time, 2 halves of 7.5 minutes. And if it still remains a draw after that, it'll be a penalty shootout where 5 players are selected and will run in at goal one-on-one against the keeper to try and score a goal from the 23-metre line. That's just about where we are now, but they'll have just 8 seconds to try and score. Could be exciting, could be the climax that we're all after. First with the ball through Wilson, he's got 2 players to beat. He was already thinking about notching that one in top left.
What a great build-up by Moritz. Picked up the ball from his own 25, went through 2 defenders, and great ball. Should have done better with a trap on that.
Yeah, he knows it as well. That's why his hands are in his head there. Nick Wilson appeared in the 2012 Olympic squad. Oh, a little touch there as well. Let's see what happened here. Why is he hobbling? Just looks like he might have gone over on his ankle a little bit there, Govinda Chandy. He's back up on his feet now as well. So dropping like flies out there, but no one wants to stay down and out of this game. It is, of course, a final, the grand final of the Hero Hockey India League 2013. Yenskins into the midfield now. It's Matt Goads with the ball, the Route 1 ball, shooting chance here. Kavanagh has to come back and clear it up. Oh, wow. What a game we've got going on here.
Great commitment by Kotajit was it to sprint back into defence and clear that ball.
It was Norris Jones that was back there, the South African international, who was up front for Delhi Waveriders, and the pressure really coming on now. Here's Sardar Singh as well.
His first touch should have been a little better. It was a great opportunity for him to take a shot at goal. The first touch wasn't as good as it should have been. Otherwise, and a great return by Kotajit to come and close him down and steal the ball from him.
Look at Akashdeep as well, part of the front line. Seems to be playing with 4 very high players at the moment, and a very flat press as well for the Delhi Waveriders, who aren't letting anything through. They've conceded 1 goal in this second half through Austin Smith drawing level from a penalty corner, a slip penalty corner that found the target, found the mark, and got the Ranchi Rhinos well and truly back in this game. So that's where we are at the moment, 1 apiece, both sides with their video referral intact as Lakra comes infield now. 1 touch too many, but it finds Jackson still. Jackson with his eyes up, threads the ball through. Foul here maybe, going all the way, great drive, pushes it across the front of goal. It'll be a penalty corner. What a time to get it. Under 8 minutes left to play, and Ranchi Rhinos with a chance to take the lead.
Full credit to Ashley Jackson for that great little run right across the pitch. Found Manpreet on the right, and Manpreet did well to run along the baseline, find a foot, penalty corner.
Turn your volume up on your telly, listen to this. The crowd going wild here in Ranchi, and that's because the home side have got a penalty corner, hitting it on the foot there of Rupinder Pal. There's the crowd. They're not even in the stadium. They're watching from next door. Right then, 7 minutes left on the clock. 5 seconds. Umpire Gary Simmons gets the defenders behind their line. Time comes off the clock.
It's got to be a little quicker, that's all. Okay, yeah. All right.
Umpire just wants the defenders in place a little bit quicker. Has a quick word there with
hey, come on.
the New Zealand defender. There is the Ranchi huddle at the head of the D. You can see that they outnumber the defenders here. That's why it's a good scoring opportunity. Ashley Jackson again is at the head of the D. Austin Smith again at the head of this. Jackson with a low flick. Comes back to the injector off the back foot. And we've got a goal. It's 2-1 to Ranchi Rhinos. And a timeout called as well. What a time to call it. And what a time to score. The Ranchi Rhinos lead here in the final by 2 goals to 1. It fell back to that man there, Manpreet Singh. So Manpreet Singh putting the Ranchi Rhinos ahead. It's 2 goals to 1. Welcome back to the concluding part of this final between the Ranchi Rhinos and the Delhi Waveriders. It's 2 goals to 1 in Ranchi's favour. Manpreet Singh has just scored. Keep an eye on him there, injecting the ball in. Deflection here from Jackson. Comes back to Manpreet. Jacoby is out of position. Goes far post. Boom. And they take the lead for the first time in this game, the Ranchi Rhinos. They haven't ever beaten Delhi Waveriders. Could this be the moment? And what a time it would be to beat them in the final of the Hero Hockey India League 2013.
Michael, a question for you. You have done commentary all over the world. Have you ever seen an atmosphere like this for a club game?
I have never seen anything like it for an international game, let alone a club game. We had quite an atmosphere for London 2012 at the Riverbank Arena, but this absolutely surpasses that. The crowd love their hockey here. India certainly is a platform for hockey of the future, and I know there'll be a lot of people watching back home in Europe wanting to get involved in next year's tournament. For now, they've just got to watch it with their tongues out salivating, because we've got another fantastic final here.
Well, let's take the goal which Manpreet scored. He earned that penalty corner after Jackson passed the ball to him, and he went all the way and he found the foot of Rupinder Pal Singh, and then he got a loose ball in the penalty corner and slashed that ball past Jacoby, who was out of position completely.
Yeah, I have to agree with you there. Jacoby, who's had such a good tournament so far, seemed to go down very easily when he scored it.
He was on the right post when the left post completely open, and there was nobody in the far post, so Manpreet took his time and really hit that ball in the corner. Very well done from a youngster.
Hayward was there. He was the only defender for the Delhi Waveriders, but it was hit so hard by Manpreet Singh. Nothing that he could do about it, despite being fully padded up and masked up. Here come Delhi again. Andres Miabel to Yeniskins, who's playing a slightly higher role there. An accidental foul from Virendra Lakra that time. Here's Sardar Singh again filling into the pocket. Great speed, great accuracy on that slap pass over to the right hand side. Talvinder Singh now. That ball cut out by Förster, casually done on the reverse stick. Such a cool, calm head on him. Jackson as well, just into playing, and again the Rhinos come through. 2-1 up with 4.5 minutes left to play.
Well, they should play a lot of possession now, because the Delhi's going to push up a lot into attack to get the equaliser.
Yeah, they have to. Akash Deep that time coming forward, but the free hit blown against him. There's Cortez, who's only conceded one this evening, going 1-0 down. Simon Charles putting Delhi Waveriders ahead in the first half.
Yeah, with a good goal, but right now the Waveriders are getting a little frantic, just trying to pepper the ball in and not really making anything out of this.
That ball just taken above shoulder height, which is why Delhi Waveriders have it back. And as you can see, Delhi throwing everything forward. That ball bounces loose, and they can't hold back now. Final 4 minutes. This would all but seal it. There are players out of position everywhere for Delhi. It's 3-on-3 at the back. They won't mind wasting a little bit more time here with Prabdeep holding on to possession. Prabdeep Singh has Kotajit in front of him. Oh, lovely ball in behind the back. 1-on-1 with the keeper. Good tackle from Andres Mirbel. Oscar Dika in the midfield. He actually scored the opening goal of the tournament some 34 games ago. I can't believe we're here at the final now. And what a month of hockey it's been.
Absolutely blinding hockey from all around the whole month. The important thing to understand is that from a coaching perspective, they're going to get a lot of youngsters who are going to be a big asset to the Indian team in the near future.
And hopefully a few more sponsors and backing from all over the world for what is turning out to be the tournament of the world. Everyone's talking about it as Indian legend Sardar Singh floats that one in to Yeniskins. Bit of room over here on the left hand side for Child now, who scored the one goal, but maybe a little bit of pressure and tiredness setting in there. There was a foul, and umpire Marcelo Cerveto didn't like that challenge. Timeout looks like it's going to be called any moment, probably the next breakdown of play. The umpire's calling time before that ball was thrown forward by Moritz Förster. So we will have our final timeout called with 2.5 minutes left to play. Ranchi Rhinos lead Delhi Waveriders by 2-1. Can they hang on here in front of their home crowd? You don't want to miss the final seconds of this game. Come back and join us. This is it then. It's business time. Ranchi Rhinos lead the Delhi Waveriders by 2-1 as Moritz Förster gets us restarted after that recent timeout. That'll be defender's ball brought down by Garbage. And now Delhi have to throw everything at it. Cedric, from a coaching point, what will he have said in that timeout? And how can Delhi get a goal back here to level things and take it to extra time?
Well, the first thing I would do is I would throw caution to the winds and push more people in front for Delhi. It's very important to do that situation now because they've got nothing to lose. They have to go full out for Nikolaiza and then try and regroup after that in the final extra time.
Play waved on then, dangerous times. There was a foot there, was there, just at the head of the D, just outside the D, so it won't be a penalty corner, it'll be a free hit taken on the dotted line. And it's Sardar Singh that is taking the responsibility here, and Ranchi Rhinos have to get numbers between them and the goal. Reverse stick ball, great save, and brought out here. We've got 3-on-2. Wilson will break down the left flank as Lagra joins him. Great overlapping run too. Wilson picking his option and taking his time. Can they seal the deal here? That ball bouncing around. Child in the end, who's a striker, a forward, has come back to tidy up and do the defensive work. Mushtaba now back into Sardar Singh. Route 1 ball forward, finds Valmiki. And a good turn as well. Can they get a corner here? That's some clever defending from Ranchi. Into the final minute now, almost 1 minute and 5 seconds left. 2-on-1 here at the back with Mandeep and Wilson. Wilson's going to pick it up, is he? Can he get it round the keeper? No, a good save from Nicholas Jacobi. Well, that would have been it. 1 minute then, maybe one chance for one final attack. Wilson almost getting a third. Oh, good defensive touch from Cavan, a sideline ball. Yenniskins will have a go, can't get past Mins. Thumps it away upfield, and again Mandeep will have a go. He just needs to run with it into the corner.
Michael, you know what? I don't want to do any commentary. I just want to watch the game.
You do that, I'll carry on. Mandeep around the back, looks to go solo. Well, this is it, a last blast, a last-ditch effort for Delhi now. They have to get the ball into the D, looking for a penalty corner. Again, some good defending from Birendra Lakra that time.
Birendra Lakra and Kotajit have been excellent. There's Kotajit again, just picking the ball at the most dangerous point, and I think
just has to hold on to the ball. Ranchi Rhinos are going to do it. Ranchi Rhinos are going to win the 2013 Hero Hockey India League. They've done it! The first ever winners of the Hero Hockey India League are the Ranchi Rhinos. They've beaten Delhi in the final by 2-1. Goals for Manpreet Singh, Austin Smith, winning it for the Rhinos. Just the one goal for Delhi Waveriders coming through Simon Child. But the home fans have been treated to an absolute ripper of a match. Delhi Waveriders can't believe it. Contrasting feels in both camps as the celebrations begin here in Ranchi. Murray's first with the captain of the Ranchi Rhinos. Leads from the front. He was the machine in the midfield. A gold medal, not just that. Huge amounts of money going their way. $470,000 for the Ranchi Rhinos, 2.5 crores. Straight into celebration mode for them. And what a result, what a game.
couldn't be anything better than this, Michael, for a final. What a game, absolutely pulsating, absolutely end-to-end stuff. Had the crowd on the toes all along, entertainer to the core, and couldn't get any better for the home team in front of a home crowd.
Well, it's finished. Ranchi Rhinos 2, Delhi Waveriders 1. The Ranchi Rhinos are champions.
Greg, is this the most emotional victory in your life?
Yeah, definitely, Varun. It's just, it's amazing. What a night in Ranchi, what a 5 weeks in India. I can't believe it.
I think you guys are going to be made honorary citizens of Ranchi.
Well, I hope so. I think the boys have certainly earned it.
And what do you have to say for this Ranchi crowd? It's been brilliant support for you all throughout the tournament.
I tell you what, this is just an unbelievable place to come and play hockey. We couldn't be more happy with the crowd that we've had. Thank you so much. You're beautiful.
Thank you, Greg. Go enjoy the victory with your team. You've done a great job. Thank you.
What a night it has been in Ranchi. Ranchi Rhinos are the first champions, and imagine the plight of the Delhi Waveriders. Let's go back to Viren.
One of the most important goals you have ever scored in your life.
Yeah, most definitely. To hear the crowd erupting like that is something that I've never experienced before. Unbelievable scenes here in Ranchi, absolutely amazing.
And can we safely say that you absolutely love Ranchi?
Incredible. Yeah, I wish I could come back sooner, but it's going to be a year until we get back here, and I can't wait. It feels like my third home now. So yeah, absolutely love my stay here.
And Austin, have you ever seen guys standing on the terrace like you can see back there?
On the roof, it's incredible. We love you, Ranchi!
Can we have a Ranchi salute, please?
Rhinos!
Thanks, Austin. Go enjoy the victory with your mates. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
This is absolutely excellent stuff. This is what the Hero Hockey India League is all about. We have very excited commentators in the commentary box as well. Sandeep Somesh, really the kind of sights that we would have expected from a match of this magnitude.
Absolutely, Deb, and I think
hockey today is the biggest winner. Both these teams have played excellent hockey all through the tournament. Terrific stuff. The best teams made it to the final, and I think the best team won today.
Let's cut across back to Virendra Skeena, who's pitch side. Let's see who he's got this time around.
मनप्रीत, आपको कैसा लगा? आपने आज का विनिंग गोल डाल दिया, कैसा फीलिंग रहा?
बहुत अच्छा फीलिंग रहा, क्योंकि फाइनल गोल मेरा था और मैं बहुत ज़्यादा खुश था, क्योंकि ये मेरा सेकंड गोल था इस लीग का और मेरी वजह से टीम जीती। मैं बहुत ज़्यादा हैप्पी हूँ।
और आपका पूरा टीम का टीम वर्क बहुत ही बेहतर था पूरा टूर्नामेंट। आपको कैसा फीलिंग था ये टीम के साथ खेल के?
हम टफ मैच था, हमें बहुत पहले स्ट्रेटेजी की थी, बट फिर हमारी टीम ने बहुत टीम वर्क किया, इसी कारण हमें टीम को जीत मिला।
और आज का क्राउड सपोर्ट के बारे में आपको क्या कहना है?
क्राउड तो बहुत ज़्यादा अमेजिंग है। आई लव रांची, और रांची ने इतना सपोर्ट किया हमें, बहुत आई लव।
कैन वी हैव अ फाइनल रांची सल्यूट फ्रॉम यू? थैंक यू मनप्रीत, थैंक यू।
Well, Simon Child, when he scored the first goal, it looked like it could be a very, very different script, but it was that kind of a game, Sandeep, all around, wasn't it? In fact, right towards the end, you were of the opinion that it could so easily have gone into extra time, and it's a shame that there has to be a losing team, because both these teams have been right champion teams right through.
That's what the sport is all about, isn't it, Dev? But before we get to that, let's watch the Rhinos celebrate.
Cricket is more than just a game. It's a religion. Get off the couch, get in the game, and take control of it like never before. Experience cricket the way you want, the way you were always meant to. Never miss a single moment with live streaming. Pause, watch, and relive your favorite moments again and again, right from the event's timeline. Stay updated with live text commentary from the game, and go social by sharing the best moments with your friends and followers. Go to the match centre. Watch highlight moments during the live match itself. Analyze the game with the video scorecard, data, statistics, videos, and all you need to be the guru of the game. And get back to all the action live in an instant. Never forget those special moments that remind you why you love this game. And all this is just at one place, the home of the true cricket fan. Starsports.com. Get off the couch, get in the game.
11 मुल्कों के दिग्गज खिलाड़ी, 5 बेहतरीन टीमें, बिगेस्ट प्राइज मनी, एक जबरदस्त हॉकी लीग, दुनिया का सबसे बड़ा हॉकी लीग। लड़ो तो ऐसे, हीरो हॉकी इंडिया लीग 14 जनवरी से लाइव।
Knock knock. Do you want some tips to get in the game? Just click here or here and watch the match on widescreen. Do you know why? What you get here is the world's first ever cricket timeline. There. All the important moments of the match are highlighted just for you. Watch fours, smashing sixes or the last wicket anytime you choose. Are you on the widescreen mode yet? Wait, don't leave, there's more. Just click here and expand this and look, you get ball by ball updates, the experts take on all the cricketing action. I'm certainly in the game. The question is, when are you getting in the game?
Starsports.com. Get
scenes to remember, not just for this year, but possibly also for a lifetime, especially for the people of Ranchi, the hockey-loving people of Ranchi. Yes, the bugles and the horns, they have been the flavour of the season, as has been the Rhino salute. And this man in particular, Floris Evers, has been one man who's been quite symptomatic of the love of hockey, not only for the team, but also for their foreign players. It was an exciting game, Sandeep Somesh alongside me, and we looked at this first goal coming in from Delhi Waveriders. Very good opportunistic strike by Simon.
Yeah, Coach did well to set it up, got past 3 people, took a strike, the ball bobbled up, and Simon Child did well to finish that at the close end of the goal.
Well, it was neck and neck. Nevertheless, this was one goal which had just unlocked the match, so to speak. Before that, it was very much a midfield battle, and then this great attempt.
Great attempt, great goalkeeping, great save to keep the lead intact at that point.
But not so lucky this time around. The variation worked, and it worked very well from Austin Smith.
Obviously, Greg Clark had done his homework on the penalty corner defense on that occasion, played the slip ball, and Austin Smith found the mark on that one.
And it is all about unlocking Indian potential, and this was a tremendous strike from a young man, Manpreet Singh, who actually created the situation with his great play.
Absolutely, he created the penalty corner, kept his composure, the ball landed in front of him, and the first time tonk into the goal.
And Sport is such a great leveler. Jacobi, who had an outstanding tournament just on a couple of occasions, allowing his defense to be breached, but that's how it turns out to be. Right through this Hero Hockey India League, we've allowed people from the crowd to come on and have a go against some of the players. There's Permin Black, who's in goal for the Delhi Waveriders, getting to defend his goal from the penalty spot. Well done, sir. He will walk away with some cash prizes in the presentation, which is about to follow. Let's cut across to Solomon Kasuji.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the presentation of the fairy tale final of the Hero Hockey India League 2013 between the Delhi Waveriders and the Ranchi Rhinos at Birsa Munda Astro Hockey Stadium. We'd like to thank our sponsors, Hero Motorcorp, Airtel, NTPC and Videocon. We'd like to welcome our dignitaries to the party, Mr. Sylvanus Dungdung, Olympian, Mr. Saurabh Singh, Zonal Business Manager for Central Jharkhand, Bharti Airtel, Mr. Rajiv Mehta, Vice President, Hockey India. Welcome, gentlemen. Our first award of the night is the Hero Goal of the Match. And the winner is Manpreet Singh. He'll receive a cheque of 25,000 rupees from Mr. Sylvanus Dungdung, Olympian. The Airtel Golden Goal winner for today's match is Suresh Tekrival. He'll receive a cheque of 10,000 rupees from Mr. Saurabh Singh, Zonal Business Manager for Central Jharkhand, Bharti Airtel. Moritz, could you please step forward and autograph the stick for the hero fan of the match, Mr. Amitabh Kumar? Congratulations to Moritz and his team, the Ranchi Rhinos. Moritz, no interviews here, we'll do them in the next one. The Hockey India man of the match, also for tonight, goes to Moritz Förster. He'll collect a cheque of 25,000 rupees from Mr. Rajiv Mehta, Vice President for Hockey India. Ladies and gentlemen, that wraps up the presentation ceremony for tonight. Stay with us for the medal ceremony after a short commercial break.
रांची राइनोस का जादू चल गया अपने ही होम ग्राउंड पर। जी हाँ, बात हो रही है इनॉग्रल हॉकी इंडिया लीग की एंड वी कैन टेल यू दैट रांची राइनोस हैव won the championship. They are the deserving heroes of the night and we have Jugraj and Cedric with us, our experts. First initial comments, a fairy tale ending for the Ranchi Rhinos at their home ground. Couldn't have got better than that.
Well, you know, you said it perfectly. It's a fairy tale ending. You know, you asked me this evening what was going to happen. I said my heart said something and my head something, and I'm happy my heart won it out because it was a fabulous game of hockey. It went from end to end right through, and the end, the best result for Ranchi, especially for the crowd.
But heart goes out, Jugraj, for the Delhi Waveriders. They did great. They were leading, and it's the first time with the Delhi Waveriders that once they lead, they've never lost in this tournament. But today had to be that day.
बिल्कुल पन्ना, जिस तरह से अब तक the way Delhi Waveriders played the last games, but in today's game it was just even an odd game because both the teams has brilliant players and the defense was superb by both the teams. But the way Ranchi Rhinos came across, it was brilliant and they deserved to win.
So they deserve to win, and Ranchi Rhinos are truly deserving heroes. Cedric, what clinched it for them? We'll talk about that more, but we are ready with the presentation and we hand it over to Michael now. Michael.
Thanks very much. First of all, I've got to say the atmosphere here in Ranchi is amazing. Thank you very much. Namaskar, Ranchi. I've been wanting to do that all evening. So then, welcome along to the presentation party, the concluding part of this Hero Hockey India League 2013. Some very important people to introduce you to. First of all, Mr. Kelly Fairweather, CEO of International Hockey Federation. Alongside him, Mr. Uday Shankar, CEO of Star TV India. Our third dignitary is Mr. Arun Jaitley, Member of Parliament, Leader of the Opposition and Member of the Advisory Board for Hockey India League. Alongside him, all the way from Europe, Mr. Jan Albers, Executive Board Member of the International Hockey Federation and President of Dutch Hockey Federation. And finally, Ms. Sue Catton, Executive Board Member of the International Hockey Federation. Now, we all know why we're here. We've got prizes to give away, awards galore, checks, trophies. It's all going to take place in the next 10-15 minutes or so. So first of all, we invite Ms. Sue Catton, if you could step forward, please, to present our Fair Play trophy. And that goes to the Ranchi Rhinos. So we'll ask their skipper, Moritz Förster, to come and receive the trophy from Ms. Catton. And that's because they received the fewest cards. And that's just a minor celebration. The big trophy just beside me, still to award. Add that one to the collection. There's going to be plenty more of those this evening. So then, I now request Mr. MP Deepu, the Head of Sales and Marketing, LTD Bihar and Jharkhand, to step forward and present our Airtel Maximum Goals Award. Lots of goals in the tournament. We've got a trophy and a check for 10 lakhs, which is equivalent to $20,000 US. And that goes the way of the Delhi Waveriders. So not leaving empty-handed, having scored so many goals in the tournament, Sardar Singh will step forward to receive that check and the trophy. So $20,000 into the pocket, that'll do nicely. And thank you very much, Mr. MP Deepu. Right, next we request that Mrs. Jatinder Kaur Chadha join us on stage to present the Ponti Chadha Award for the most promising player of the tournament. And I must reiterate that all these players must be under the age of 21. And we have decided amongst us all that Mr. Mandeep Singh deserves that award. There he is, thrust forward by his teammates. From the Ranchi Rhinos, he's been selected the most promising player of the tournament and will collect his trophy and a check for 20 lakhs, which is the equivalent of $40,000 US from Mrs. Jatinder Kaur Chadha. Don't spend it all at once, Mandeep. So then, on to our next award. We request Arun Jaitley to join us on the stage to present the hero player of the tournament. So many players out there with a vast amount of talent from all over the world joining us here in India for this tournament. But it's some homegrown talent that has got the panel excited here in 2013. A check for 25 lakhs. That's 50,000 US dollars to those of you watching stateside. And that goes to Mr. Sardar Singh. This time picking up more cash. The Delhi Waveriders skipper Sardar Singh taking his side all the way through to the final, but setting a great example for young hockey players all around India, and he is crowned our hero player of the tournament. On to the medal ceremony then, and we will invite both teams gradually forward to accept their medals from us here on stage. First up, we invite the Delhi Waveriders, our silver medalists. Congratulations to Delhi. Never nice to finish second, but Sardar, if we could ask you to finish last, but the rest of the Delhi Waveriders, if you could come and join us on stage and pick up your silver medals. We'll go through the team, all 24 players receiving a medal, as well as their chief coach and their manager. Come and join us, guys. Come and join us. Don't be shy. All of you picking up a silver medal. And in no particular order, we will go through the team list. So then, Nicholas Jacobi was in goal all evening wearing number 1. Number 2 was Lovedeep Singh. Number 3, Rupinder Pal Singh. Number 4, Dean Cousins. Number 5, Imran Khan. Simon Child was on the scoring sheet this evening. He wears number 6. Oscar Deaker, number 7. Number 8, Sardar Singh. He'll round up the party. The Delhi Waveriders collecting their silver medals. Yuvraj Valmiki, number 9. Number 10, Andrew Hayward. Andres Mir Bell, number 11. Tim Yenniskins, 12. Gabaj Singh, 13. Lloyd Norris-Jones of South Africa, 14. Talvinder Singh, 15. Matt Goads, number 16. Danish Mushtaba, 17. Hans Raj, 18. Wearing the number 19 shirt. Vikramjit Singh. Bipin Kaketa wears number 20. Govinda Chandi, number 21, Akashdeep Singh, number 22, Surender Kumar, number 24, and Perman Blak, the reserve goalkeeper, wearing number 26, all receiving silver medals here. Never nice to go home with a silver medal, and plenty to reflect on from that game. There is the reserve goalkeeper, Perman Blak. Andres Mir Bell also picking up a silver medal. Oscar Deaker next, the German international, waiting patiently in the wings. Rupinder Pal Singh will also collect his silver medal. Congratulations and commiserations, both in the same breath, for the Delhi Waveriders. Tim Yenniskins had a good game in defence there. And spare a thought there for Nicholas Jacobi. He's had a great tournament, 3 times man of the match, collecting his medal. And the support staff as well. And of course their coach. And we'll have a chat with Sardar as well after he picks up his silver medal. Sardar, if you can come and just join us for one quick question. I know you don't really want to talk. So close to winning the trophy just beside you here. You must be very proud of your team's efforts in the tournament.
Yeah, doesn't matter. We played good hockey in this tournament, but winning or losing, it's part of game. Hope we will try next year. Thank you very much.
Thank you for smiling. Commiserations once again, and we look forward to seeing you next year. Right then, on to those gold medals. Ranchi Rhinos, are you ready? Our gold medalists and champions of 2013, the Ranchi Rhinos. Can hardly hear ourselves think down here in the presentation ceremony. So once again, we call all 24 players forward to receive their gold medals. The Ranchi Rhinos and their chief coach and the manager of the team. And we ask that Mo Furster, if you could just join us at the back, and we'll ask you a couple of questions as well. So our gold medals to be presented. We'll start with our goal scorer, Manpreet Singh, the hero of the hour, the winning goal. Well done, Manpreet. Francisco Cortez picks up his medal next. Amit Rohidas, a gold medal for him as well. Sumit Topno, the number 4 for the Ranchi Rhinos, well done. Austin Smith, a goal this evening and a big smile on his face. Kotajit Singh, Justin Reed Ross, looking like Superman, it's Floris Evers. Missed out there from Avid wearing the number 13. And also picking up his gold medal, Parvinder. Vikas Chowdhury now. All of them giving the Rhino salutes and all of them getting a big cheer. Ashley Jackson of Great Britain. Popular amongst the fans. And Prabdeep Singh. Stanley Mins. Tarandeep Singh. Barendra Lakra. Ten goals in the tournament. Man of the match yesterday. We all know his smiley face. Mandeep Singh. Bosco Perez. Our reserve keeper, Sushant Turkey. Rinal Singh. Fergus Kavanagh. Nick Wilson. Greeted like rock stars here. Here he is then, the man that coached them to victory. Let's hear it for the main man. It's Greg Clark. We heard from him after the game. Congratulations, Greg. Well done. You must be very happy. Let's just grab you for a quick sec. Must be happy.
Yeah, ecstatic for the team, for the franchise. What a wonderful night in Ranchi.
Thank you very much for joining us. What a night, what an occasion. You'll be back next year, I hope.
I hope so.
We'll see you then. Let's finish the conclusion then here. All the support staff picking up their medals here as well. And David John as well picking up one. Here he is. The Big J. And last but by no means least, Mo Foster! Captain of the Ranchi Rhinos. Right then, Mo, we'll grab you there. How does that feel, that gold medal around your neck?
It's unbelievable, Ranchi! Yeah, it's just amazing, man.
And what a game and what a comeback from your guys. You'd never beaten Delhi before. What spirit to come back and beat them 2-1.
Yeah, Delhi played an amazing season, and we knew it's going to be tough, but we had a quite good feeling on a day when we can play on 100% that we can beat them, and we delivered that, and I'm just so happy. This was amazing. Ranchi, India, the whole experience. So thank you all, everyone, very much.
They certainly played their part, didn't they, the crowd? The crowd, a 12th man for you out there.
Yeah, that's for sure. And throughout the league, but today what happened here, I never experienced that before, so thank you very much.
Well, we are just moments away from handing the trophy over to you. If I get you just to rejoin your team, we have got just a few more presentations. We will now hand over to the man that's organised all of this, Dr. Narinder Batra, the chairman of Hero Hockey India. He would like to present some mementos to our VIPs and dignitaries up here on the stage. So we'll get him up to do that, and we'll talk through each and every single representative. So, Doctor, we can ask you to please join us on stage, sir. Let's hear it for the main man. And mementos coming to all our dignitaries. First up, Dr. Batra would like to present a memento to Mr. Arun Jaitley, the member of the Advisory Board and Hockey India League. So, Arun Jaitley, if you would like to step forward. Thank you very much for presenting our medals this evening as well. Next up, Dr. Batra would like to present a memento to Mr. Uday Shankar, CEO of Star TV and here in India, broadcasting all over India. Huge success in this first inaugural season. Next up is Mr. Jan Albers, the executive board member of the International Hockey Federation. He receives his memento too from Dr. Batra. Next up, Mrs. Sue Catton, the executive board member of the International Hockey Federation that joins us here this evening, receives her memento from Dr. Batra. And last but by no means least, receiving his memento from Dr. Batra is Mr. Kelly Fairweather, CEO of the International Hockey Federation. Almost losing your fingers in there, be careful. I think everything's okay. And thank you very much to all our representatives, all our dignitaries. Thank you very much for joining us. We will hand the mic over now to Dr. Batra, who has a few words to say to each and every single one, whether you're watching at home on the television or whether you're watching here in the stands in Ranchi. We'll hand over now to the guy that put it all together. Dr. Batra, we'll hand over to you.
Distinguished guests, board members of International Hockey Federation, Governing Board and Executive Board members of Hockey India, franchisee owners, players, officials and fans, and Ranchi especially. It is with great honor and privilege that I welcome you all tonight to the closing of first Hero Hockey India League. Firstly, I congratulate Ranchi Rhinos on their fine performance and being crowned champions of the 2013 Hero Hockey India League. Many congratulations to you. On behalf of Hockey India, I express my gratitude for all the support and good wishes we have received from India and around the world. We have strived hard to achieve our goals of launching the league and obtaining more exposure for our national game and recognition of our players. We are confident that Hero Hockey India League has showcased hockey like never before, and we have been able to capture an increased audience for the sport. The league, besides India, has been broadcast in 83 countries across all the 5 continents, and my special thanks to Star Sports for all their support. Finally, I would like to thank all our stakeholders, the Government of India for their support for the tournament and providing necessary sanctions, the hockey community led by International Hockey Federation, national associations, players and coaches who have endorsed and provided unwavering support, and all our sponsors including title sponsor Hero, associate sponsor Airtel, Videocon, NTPC, and our broadcast partner Star Sports, and all our franchisee partners Dabur Mumbai Magicians, Delhi Waveriders, JP Punjab Warriors, Ranchi Rhinos, and Uttar Pradesh Wizards, who shared our vision for the league and rejuvenation of national sport hockey. My sincere thanks to media, police, and state governments of Maharashtra, Delhi, Punjab, Jharkhand, and Uttar Pradesh for all their support. And finally, my heartfelt thanks to 21st Century Media Private Limited, Hockey India and Hero Hockey India League staff who worked tirelessly for last 2 years to put this event before you. Once again, thank you very much for all your support for the inaugural Hero Hockey India League. Thank you very much.
And thank you very much. Thanks for hosting us and thanks for having us here in India. Dr. Batra there talking passionately about everything that the Hero Hockey India League is all about. Right then, the teams are waiting patiently. There's cash to be handed out, so let's do it now. It's the cheque presentation ceremony. First up, we ask Mr. Kelly Fairweather to present a cheque for third place. You can see there, it's a huge amount of money, 75 lakhs still for finishing third. We welcome back on stage the UP Wizards. We should have a representative in the form of their franchise representative, Pradeep Rai. There he is, picking up 75 lakhs, which is the equivalent of $150,000 US. Collects that check from Mr. Fairweather. Well done, congratulations. Now on to our second place finishers. A check for second place of 1 crore and 25 lakhs, the equivalent of $250,000 US. It's still a vast amount of money. They've earned it. They got to the finals. Let's hear it for the Delhi Waveriders, our runners-up this evening. Their franchise representative, Mrs. Jatinder Kaur Chadha, will come and collect the check for the Delhi Waveriders. If we could call her forward, please, wherever she may be. Hopefully not too far away from the stage. If not, I'm sure Jan Albers will pocket that, won't you, Jan? I'm not sure. Siddhar Singh is going to pop up on stage and take that. Let's make sure that the club get that. Siddhar collecting his check there from Jan Albers. $250,000 US, 1 crore and 25 lakhs. So then business time. Our final check is presented by Mr. Arun Jaitley, and he will present that to the winning team, the Ranchi Rhinos. It's a check for 2 crores and 50 lakhs, which is equivalent to $500,000 US, just under $500,000. The franchise representative, Mr. Suresh Chauhan, will collect the check. Congratulations once again to him and all the Ranchi Rhinos. Well done, Mr. Chauhan. And now the moment we have all been waiting for. The moment has arrived. It's time to lift the trophy, so we'll get Maurice first to come back and join us. And Manpreet as well joining us. Both players come and join us side by side for this moment. It's your moment, Ranchi Rhinos. When you're ready, let's hear it for this year's champions, the Ranchi Rhinos! Maurice, Manpreet, feel free to make your way over to your team. They will join the rest of the team now in front of the champions board. And there it is for you all to see. The champions of 2013, the Hero Hockey India League champions, are the Ranchi Rhinos!
आतिशबाजी जिसने रांची के नज़ारे को और चार चार लगा दिए थे और ये ट्रॉफी हॉकी इंडिया इनॉग्रल ट्रॉफी जो गई है रांची राइनोस के नाम और डिजर्विंग विनर्स। और आप देख सकते हैं खुशी का ठिकाना नहीं इन खिलाड़ियों का, और अपने ही होम ग्राउंड पर जीत और भी मीठी हो जाती है, इसमें कोई शक नहीं। सेड्रिक और जुगराज मेरे साथ बने हुए हैं। सेड्रिक, घर में अपने क्राउड के सामने जीतना, स्टाइल से जीतना, वाकई कितनी जीतें आप लोगों ने भी ऐसे हासिल की होंगी। क्या मेमोरीज है इस इनॉग्रल हॉकी लीग की आपकी?
Well, the first thing is persistence can change failure into extraordinary achievement. That's the very first thing. And you know, they committed themselves, they were passionate about it, they were at it from the first minute, they went all the way, and the most important thing is they won this tournament for them in their home crowd, in their home ground, and lifted the entire game, the whole stadium was on their feet when they got the second goal in.
जुगराज, जो ये आतिशबाजी, इतना शोर, इतनी खुशी का ठिकाना नहीं यहाँ पे इन खिलाड़ियों का। हॉकी इंडिया लीग की आपकी क्या मेमोरीज रहेंगी? इनॉग्रल ये संस्करण बेहद कामयाब और हाथों हाथ हॉकी को लिया गया है इस टूर्नामेंट में।
यहाँ से अपना आज आगाज हुआ एक नई हॉकी को एक नई दिशा मिली है आज यहाँ से। जिस तरह से ये टूर्नामेंट खेला गया हीरो हॉकी इंडिया लीग, ये बहुत ही बेहतरीन टूर्नामेंट था।
बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया, हम आपको भी शुक्रिया करते हैं हॉकी लीग में हमारे साथ बने रहने का, और अगले साल फिर इंतजार रहेगा। हीरो हॉकी इंडिया लीग एक बेहद सफल सफर रहा है और हमारे साथ बने रहिए और हॉकी और करीब आती रहेगी आपके।